And
Dad,
we
are
should
you
now
feeling
be
better?
live.
Yay. Hello there.
Dad, are you feeling better?
Sorry?
Said, are you feeling better?
Sort of. I'm still very tired, and my cold is still making my head feel very bizarre. So I am probably going to still stay
Understandable.
quiet, but
Don't worry about being a bit background dally.
yeah.
But anyway, the reason I wanted to start the stream, hello again, is because after the long hiatus, it is understandable that you may not remember what the fuck this was or what the fuck we're doing. So, I will give you a recap of our place in the world in brief. So, about 2 months back now, chronologically speaking, that would be within the game, not within the confines of reality, an event called the Cataclysm occurred, which was mainly involving earthquakes and tsunamis. It was a disaster, but it seemed like something the world could recover from until infecteds started appearing, and they were Pokemon and humans who were basically acting like zombies for reasons nobody understood. Now, the group has done a lot of traveling in their local area, which is basically compass rose shaped and consists of Uproot, the town where they started, to the north. To the east is Cavern Noir, which is an underground town.
Full of hipsters.
To the south is Fingers, where Lettie is from, and where they accidentally time traveled. And to the west is X City, where they have not gone yet. And for the record, in the middle, where they are now, is sort of a nexus crossroads point known as Once Eden, formerly a church town, now a rebuilding church rubble.
So where's East City? Is it to the west?
Yes.
North City also to the west?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh my god. Anyway, I just love the phrase accidentally time traveled.
Anyway.
No, we didn't actually time travel. That was on purpose.
There is another city, but that is a city still where humans are still living, and that is beyond Cavern Noir, further east, and known as Starlight City. In Starlight City, when they visited, they met a group of aliens. And they found out a few things about the infection caused by the Cataclysm. Specifically, they found out that it is an extraterrestrial psychic disease which is spreading throughout their planet. And they found out a little earlier than that it can be counteracted in its early stages by fainting, though that means it cannot be cured in humans since they don't have the fainting instinct. And during their trip to Fingers and their brief jaunt into the future, they found out that it was caused by a meteor strike. So, they know that that's the heart of the problem. And finally, you alright?
That was my roommate muting.
Okay.
Aliens.
Yes, aliens. And finally, I don't believe there's anything else you guys have found out about it. Although you may remember more than I do.
Oh yeah, I think you forgot about the cult, maybe.
Oh yes, which cult? There are multiple cults.
The one that isn't insane.
The followers of the Ember.
Yes.
They are a group of religious mons who worship a baby Larvesta, the young god, and they are the first ones who discovered the fact that fainting can counteract the disease in its early stage, although they seem to believe that it is something wholly having to do with fire. Now, our ragtag party, as I said, is currently in Once Eden, planning their next move, which at last check seemed to be that they were going to head back to Starlight City and reconnoiter with the aliens. Although that whether or not that still rings true, I am uncertain.
I think that was our most likely idea. I think was what we were doing.
And so, finally, just as a quick rundown of characters, that they are and presumably will continue to travel with a group of Pokemon known as the Red Lady, led by a Blaziken named Penelope and a disagreeable, let's say, Metang known as Colonel Cans.
Nobody likes him.
Who's not actually a colonel. I believe that was stated as well.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
And you have
cans.
You have two other NPCs traveling with you. Dora the Nidoran, who is Stubbs' girlfriend, and Ratcher the Zoroark, who does not like anyone and is the reason you all got flung into the far future. And your party consists of Lettie the Diglett, Stubbs the Aron, Rio the Lucario, Buddy the Nuzleaf, who at the moment is absent, but I will be reading what Bucky sent in a moment, Yui the Curlia, and the two newest additions, SkyBruu the cast form, and Crean the Trevenant, along with his Kabuto friend.
They joined for one session and then bam, hiatus.
I think it was 2.
It was like 1 or 2, but it was like, yay, we're glad to be playing. Eli's computer dies.
Yeah.
Well, dang.
So, was that a decent enough recap for you to all know what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, close enough. I mean, we could go in detail about the time travel thing, but that would probably take a half hour.
And all the shenanigans.
It was a bunch of time travel shit.
Oh yeah, and all the Diglett encounters.
Yeah, let's not forget that I basically broke Eli for a bit with my whole time travel comment. So
I don't think you broke Eli. I think you just pissed Eli off.
Yeah, I think that's
well, would you like me to repeat it?
No. Shut up.
We don't need to go into that conversation again.
But anyway, so you are in the town of Once Eden, and after their brief celebration, the big thing they're working on is putting the fucking church back together, since a giant motherfucking Hydreigon evolved out of it.
Yeah, that tends to demolish buildings, turning into a kaiju.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the Red Lady, since the town has been brought out of its malaise due to you all throwing out the evil Alakazam that was causing it, is preparing to leave.
What was that last part?
The Red Lady is preparing to get lost.
Okay.
Now, some of their members have shown interest in going to X City, since it's the one place you haven't visited as a group. But others, notably Cans, have been vocally opposed to it.
Well, to be fair, the less bitching that we hear out of Cans, the better.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I'm pretty sure that
Plot hook.
that Rio can just throw Stubbs at him to shut him up for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think that will work for the entire journey.
That Stubbs can be thrown infinite amount of time, so I'm pretty sure it would.
Stubbs does not run out of ammo.
Infinite ammo Stubbs.
Fast Stubbs special.
Yes. Well, it's like I don't know. Maybe it's like a reverse fastball, because it's Colossus throwing Wolverine and Stubbs is made out of metal.
Stubbs is the Metal Gear Solid bandana.
But anyway, oh yes. So, would you all like to discuss in character what you're going to do?
Probably bicker with Ratcher a little bit.
Ratcher is...
Fight. Geese.
Ratcher is largely of the opinion, I could not give less of a shit if I tried. I'm just being dragged around by you lunatics so I can avoid getting killed by an even worse lunatic.
Seems legit.
Stubbs is probably busy playing with
Lettie.
Dora.
Well, Dora, yes, but I was also talking about the baby god too.
True. And I'm just imagining Ratcher and what's the name, Lifegiver, just having a sort of bitch off.
Oh, the break shit. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fight. Kiss.
Oh shit.
One day, Smarty. One day.
Sounds that he's through the door.
My alarm scared the shit out of me. 1 second. Damn it.
As long as we don't run into any more time-traveling lunatics, I'm just fine with whatever you idiots are interested in doing.
Right, I'm just eating right now, otherwise I'd be more vocal.
Yeah. I was going to make a crack about Rio with the beret, but that's been done.
People were talking about going to Starlight City? Yeah, Starlight City. You said you met aliens there?
Well,
Rio's
to
going
be more
to-
specific, a Clefairy.
Rio's
And
going to...
Clefairy's ear thing.
Rio smirks at that, and he makes the... He's laughing too hard to be coherent, but you can hear fish tank.
I have been betrayed. This cookie has raisins in it.
I like
Sucks
raisin
to be you.
cookies.
I feel like that's in character.
I didn't actually, there wasn't any kind of label on the bag. It had been taken off when it was opened the first time. So, as you do, I just assumed it was chocolate chip.
They betray you. No!
I was
Look
betrayed.
closely. Is it smooth, or does it have visible, what do you call them, ridges in the brown bits?
That's the thing, there weren't any brown bits on the surface. I'm like, that's awkward for a cookie. Munch. These are raisins.
Curses! The raisins have foiled my plans again.
What I miss?
Just so I to know what Crean is doing. Crean is sitting down, plucking berries off of his giant head, and just kind of handing them over, and having tea made out of them.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Very cheap.
Damn straight.
Oh, are we going to have to
Ratcher seems
reenact?
just a bit disgusted by that. I don't know why, but it's just wrong.
Yeah, it's actually
I
quite nice.
betray.
Are we going to have to reenact Ancestor Zhao and Auntie whatever your character's name was again?
Probably not. At least I hope not.
Nah. Just chilling, having tea.
Yep.
I think that's kind of assumed with every time Yui does something.
Well, I know it's
Whenever they've got nothing better to do, it just takes out the kettle.
Though I have noticed that all the smartest characters love tea or one time Coca-Cola. Because there's no tea.
Well, no. Rin drinks coffee.
This tastes like hot leaf juice.
Rin is the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, so Rio's gonna
The black cat of the family.
join in the tea drinking.
So, why exactly were we going to talk with the aliens again?
Because, I remember. It's because
Well, we
they
had
came
found
from
out.
space.
Well, there's that, but we were wondering if, because they're from space and they might have better tech than we do, they might have an idea of how the hell to get down there without having to use Stubbs as fishing bait, because he's the only one who can breathe underwater.
That was entirely in character.
Yeah, so was that.
No.
Well,
Don't think
That was not Stubbs at all.
Yeah, Obi just stepped in.
Stubbs just has a
behind the
sudden
camera.
moment of genius.
That's
Obi
actually
stepped
happened
out from-
before, remember?
No, he has moments of genius, but it's usually followed by immediate
Stubbs.
sleeping or something like that.
Tell me.
But yeah, we were space, aliens, meteor.
Hey,
That doesn't really make sense.
It doesn't have to, it's aliens.
But we were going to stop the Glassy Eyed.
this is stopping the Glassy Eyed.
Yeah, that's kind of the
We
whole.
have to-
Lettie says, "We know where the meteor is. Help, maybe let."
Hmm.
Yeah, that was the other thing. That was the main point I was trying to make. It's like
We know where the meteor is, we just don't know how we're going to get down to it.
Well, I can, but
I highly doubt you can drain an entire lake for the period of time we need.
Eli, can I drain an entire?
I was
lake
under the
for
impression that it was
entire
in
time
the
we
ocean.
need.
It's in the that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah, I thought it
Eli,
was
can
the,
I drain the ocean?
I don't
No,
think you can drain the ocean.
Well,
There
actually,
aren't enough dice.
I think if you did that, then we have more of an issue then.
I'll
Like, sure,
create.
to care for
I'll-
the meteor.
if you're going to drain the ocean, we would then have the issue of where are we going to put it?
I'll
what happens
create a
when
new
it-
ice age, and then freeze it all the way down there. Then just make a tunnel.
That
There are not enough dice in the world.
Again,
and
we
plus
have no issue.
that's adding an ice apocalypse on top of a zombie apocalypse. Except in this case,
That's like fighting a zombie apocalypse with a flamethrower. It doesn't do anything, it just makes them worse because now they're on fire and trying to eat your brains.
I was gonna say it doesn't really do anything, but admittedly it does look.
Well, we'd have the issue of now, not only are we fighting zombies, we have no way to grow food.
Except for Korean.
Lettie says, Lettie says, the aliens could be able to help let us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the point
Yep.
that I'm getting at.
Yeah, we should go talk to the aliens.
So Stubbs is just gonna walk up to Korean and do the History Channel thing. Aliens.
Aliens.
Complete with the facial expressions on that cat.
Crean will pat the Stubbs.
Stubbs is
Stubbs.
pat. He's happy. It's like he has this brilliant idea, but that's how he chooses to convey it.
Aliens.
Okay. That makes sense.
So,
Not saying
As
it's
such.
aliens, but it's aliens.
But alien.
there is a bit of a journey to, what's the word? There's a bit of a
Starlight City.
journey to Starlight City. The quickest way it would probably be to go underground and go through Cavern Noir, the way you came here. But that comes with its own set of challenges.
Oh, that... No, I'm kidding. I'm fine with that.
You could also walk over the overworld, but there's basically guys a ton of
Plus, we'd also have to worry about random Glassy Eye encounter.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
we can
that,
have those.
or do we go deal with the hipsters again?
The hipsters are probably easier to deal with.
I
Glassy
would rather
eyes
deal
or
with hipsters or. Would you rather deal with hipsters or zombies?
Zombies.
Tough choice.
Yeah.
I didn't even hesitate. Zombies.
Yeah.
I can deal with zombies, dang it. Seriously, I am. As long as they don't one-shot me, I'm fine.
Of course, for the discussion, Rio's going to turn to Yui. Hey, you could see that juice place again if we go through Cavern Noir.
Oh, God. It's not juice, it's an abomination of catering.
Just like the brown gravy spaghetti.
The
God,
what?
don't start with the spaghetti gravy.
Crean will visibly just.
No,
Oh, what?
that wasn't. That,
Oh, that
wasn't
wasn't-
in character. That
Oh,
was.
that wasn't in character.
No,
Dang.
that was a story I told.
Never mind
those
then.
guys.
I was hoping that was in character because that's exactly what Crean would do. Just.
No.
That is not right.
Although
It wasn't.
Stubbs can say that
Ellen, there are no zombies here to sneak past.
you can try to sneak past the baby god as a game, though.
You can play peekaboo with the baby god.
Just get a
So,
cardboard
for the
box.
record, that is not difficult to do.
No.
Probably not, but it's fun. Although in character, Stubbs will have a moment. He's like, "Yeah, the rocks taste terrible." Blech. Referring to Cavern Noir.
They taste like hipster.
Zombies are hipsters. Pick your poison.
I think we know which route Penelope would like us to go.
What?
Probably
Penelope bluntly says, I may not like
Shut
Cavern
them.
Noir, but I like dying even less. And we've already got a tunnel set up, so it would just be tracing our steps back.
Dying would be an awfully big adventure.
Rio nods.
By the way,
Yeah,
that was the
well-
character.
You know?
I would just like
You-
to pipe up and
you-
say I approve of the Peter Pan reference.
Thank you.
What?
It's my favourite book, and I wrote my dissertation on J.M. Barrie.
Peter Pan at one point says dying would be such a great adventure.
To die would be an
And-
awfully great adventure.
Yes.
I'm
So-
sorry, just Dally's unmuting and muting sound
It's
sounds like she's
just Lettie's just
popping.
popping up.
Yeah.
it does.
That's adorable.
But yeah,
It sounds like there's a metal plate that she keeps coming up.
yeah. I'm just thinking.
Why do people keep putting manhole coverlets on me?
My heart.
Just thinking. Aobi.
Oh.
Aobi.
I'm already on it.
Stubbs could. I'm just thinking. Stubbs could take Dora to the place where he got the crop.
Oh,
God.
shit.
What is this? What is this place?
Dora says, I've never been to Cavern Noir. Is it a nice place?
There's. I think the party just
Hold on,
paused.
I got it. The whole party in unison goes, and does that little hand waggle.
Yeah. Or. Oh
Yeah.
no. Obi, I got a better one. You find it.
I will repeat again. Hipsters.
As much as I would, this is Rapture, by the way, as much as I'd rather drink a bucket of nails than go there again, it's not like I have much choice. I will not, however, be wearing my own face.
This is the face.
You have a bucket
I
of
was-
nails and you didn't tell me?
You really should share with
A
Stubbs.
metaphor.
It's Stubbs.
Hold on, oh yeah, I'm not even in the rolls room. What the fuck am I doing?
The
a good
nails are made
question.
of meteor.
I am not prepared. I am not prepared.
You
Because I was
are
gonna
not
say-
prepared.
Just God, I need to open up all the shit again. But yeah, I was like, I've got to roll Gonna roll to see if Stubbs even knows what a metaphor is.
Blunt metaphor trauma.
Let me see. What's the room name again?
No,
Link
I
that.
linked it.
Are you what?
I linked it.
Okay.
It's in the Steam one.
You what, mate?
Or not the Steam, the Skype.
Let's see. Well, that's great, but where the hell do I change my name at?
Slash Nick name.
Slash what?
Slash Nick.
Slash NICK space name.
Fuck. Gotta go in D&D mode so those notes don't keep fucking me up.
Stubbs Trubs.
Yeah, hang on.
Stub Trub. Or Trub Stub.
Or shrub.
You were stubble when you walked in. So I threw you in the cold hard ground. Bang!
Everyone do the Stubbs.
Everybody do the Stubs.
Wang!
And then you hear someone go, Timber.
Okay.
There you go. Yep. So, you were going to roll to see if you know what a metaphor is?
Yeah, it's fuck, I even forgot how to roll again.
Wow, that's wow.
It's been a
That's
while.
been a while.
Yeah.
First, I think Stubbs would like it to be a metal for.
Ah.
Ah.
Anyhow.
At least Obi's in.
Ah. Ah.
Ah.
Bad dread. Very bad dread.
More importantly, answer my question, dumbass.
Okay. Use the pound sign and then D
Whatever.
plus whatever.
I tend to go slash roll D whatever plus whatever, but that's just me.
Yeah, true.
Okay, Stubbs in fact does know what a metaphor is.
Holy shit!
Stubbs does have his moments.
Yes, yeah,
And-
that is true.
In his response, he just kind of looks at Raptor kind of flat and says, that's boring. Not a real bucket of nails. And then he Sweetie Belle scoots around the room.
Wee.
With
Scoot, scoot, scoot.
The hideous scraping sound.
Alright then, if we want to make good time, which I'm assuming you do, says Penelope, then we can all ride on, sorry, give me one moment to find it properly. Then we can all ride on Mule. However, we
which
will
one?
have... Mule is the giant
Yeah.
onyx.
I-
However, we will have to convince Nikki, that is the Delbird, to let us.
Does that mean I can
Rio.
sit on him?
Rio turns and he just grins.
What if the mule doesn't want to?
Mule does whatever Nikki wants.
That... Okay.
Yeah, it's basically a thing of we got to convince the brains to get the brawn to do stuff.
He turns to Ratcher. So, think you'd like to try your hand at that? Just sitting there grinning.
Pokemon.
And then now Smash. I'm just saying, if this was in a cartoon, probably Smash cut to Nikki saying no.
No. Just a
Ratcher
flat
and
no.
I both don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, have unleash Ratcher on Nikki to get Nikki to agree.
I don't know who this Nikki is, but I'm not particularly interested in talking to him. Tell me why I should.
Because
What can
you
you
get a
do
free
for
ride
me?
on an Onyx.
What can you do for me?
Did you suddenly turn Brooklyn?
I don't want to be
He's
a
a
furry.
Brooklyn tree.
Oh God. Hey, look! I should have done.
Is he from Woodland?
Oh
No.
my God.
Shut up.
That was bad. Very bad.
Now you're just grasping at branches.
I think you're both.
Shut up.
I think you're both missing the trees for the forest.
Shut up.
Okay, we'll stop.
Yeah,
The
let's
point
leave Eli
is-
alone.
Christ.
Penelope says,
Ah.
look, you guys can deal with that asshole. I've got my own asshole to deal with. Can't!
Rio's gonna pause and think,
Okay.
you know, I don't know if either of us has the better end of this deal. As he goes off to find Nikki.
Nikki is not too difficult to find, as he's set up a sales gazebo of sorts in town, where he's selling the rubble back to them with which to build the church.
Wow.
So,
God damn it, Nathan.
hold on.
Um,
I'm just remembering, Rio had the fight with the AG Slash, and wasn't there a comment at Nikki?
Hang on. What was Ellen trying to say?
SkyBrue's going to try to find Neil.
To do what?
Find
Oh, find
you.
me. Okay. But for Dreddy, one, you fought the Marowak, not the Aegis
Oh, yeah.
Slash, but he was sort of her underling. But neither of them particularly liked Nikki, but they moved on while you guys were off in Fingers.
So, Rio's actually gonna go try to go look around for her and realize that they're not there and shrug and rejoin the party.
Just out of character, I can just because of the Brooklyn thing. So, I see you selling on my turf, huh?
But anyway, yes, Nikki is not difficult to find. Just follow the angry faces.
Of course.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hey, if you try real hard, you could get this cornerstone right here. And the Spiritomb, whose cornerstone it is trying to pull away, but Nikki is sitting on it.
Rio's going to step forward, like sneak up behind him, and
Interesting.
just punt the
You're
stone.
gonna need to roll stealth.
I already rolled stealth, but I did something stupid with it.
Okay, yes, you're able to do that. And is
Oof.
what are you asking is legal, SkyBruu?
Can you take people's stuff and then send it back to them?
It's
It's a-
Nikki.
It's Nikki.
Legality
Nikki is
nothing.
Legality
yes.
isn't his top concern. Also, legality in the Pokemon world's a bit fuzzy to begin with, and what the fuck are they gonna do? He's got their rocks.
If
Well,
nobody can prove that you stole
they
it, then you
just-
didn't steal it.
Rio's just going to walk
Good
up
job.
and punt. He's not even. He's just going to walk up on and stomp on Nikki's tail on accident.
If nobody can prove you stole it, then you didn't steal it.
Well, if I might play devil's advocate here for Nikki, it's really shitty, but it's technically not illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
What?
you said this rock or this stone already belonged to someone? Like,
Yeah, it's the cornerstone. You know the thing that Spiritomb comes out of?
okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering, just to make sure. How tall is this Pokemon?
Hang on, let me check. I am opening up his sheet now, but I've also got a few things to do.
Because
How
I
heavy
just
is
wanted to punt. I just wanted to kick it out from under Nikki and have him fall.
It's just under 3 feet.
Yeah, he is 2 feet 11 inches, and Nikki is actually a bit tubbier than your average Delibird.
So,
But
slightly
yes, you stomp on his tail and
He jumps
And-
up.
and then the real's like, sorry, not sorry.
yes, he in fact does jump up and
The Spiritomb sits.
throws a box in your face that explodes.
Boom.
Kindly take.
I was gonna. Can I roll a dodge for that?
Yes,
No.
you can.
Yeah, go.
Roll dexterity. Okay, yes, you dodge it, and the box explodes in the branches of a tree.
Hey!
You know, since it's a normal type move, it doesn't affect you, but some of your branches are singed.
Yeah, okay. With that, and seeing how tall he is he still on the cornerstone, or...?
No.
He's still got a foot on it, but he's kind of rubbing his tail and distracted.
Okay, Crean will skitter
Wow,
over.
you're an even bigger pain in the ass now than when you left.
Crean will
Oh,
skitter
yeah,
over.
that's a bit easy. Because your ass seems bigger than last time.
But what's Crean doing?
You know how Crean has, like, really big hands?
Yes.
Yes.
Crean's skittering over on his 6 legs and just, like,
Lifts him up.
by the scruff of the neck. And then lets the cornerstone just go and just leave.
Nikki squawks at you, and you're gonna have to roll strength or something to keep him pinned. But you do, at the very least, get enough time for the Spiritomb to grab his cornerstone and skittle off.
Yeah, my point isn't to keep him there. My point is just to give
Oh,
the...
hang on. No, hang on.
That's-
leave.
Pause.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering how Spiritomb looks, the
It's
cornerstone
basically a
is
demonic
attached
vault.
to the body. It
Yes.
literally is embedded into the cornerstone.
Yeah, that's true. That's why
So-
it was trapped.
Yeah. But
yeah,
it can't
but you're
move.
saying
It's the
can
spirit.
grab it and move. No, it's more like he would
Can just pull
basically
away.
Paul's ass. Fair point.
yeah.
I thought Spiritomb moved just by rolling along the ground if they had to move.
I have no idea
find
how
that
spirit
picture.
moves.
Point being, he goes the fuck away.
Okay.
I think it floats.
And then,
Yeah, I'm checking.
the moment that the Spiritomb is gone, like, able to not be in arm's reach, Crean's just gonna drop him.
Drop.
And you brought friends. It's like fucking Christmas up in here.
Well, you are Santa Claus. You do have the sack. You just need a hat.
I can make one.
Nikki just rubs his temples and says, "Look, what do you guys want? I got a thing going on here."
Yes, you certainly do.
And Rio's during this just turns and glances at Ratcher to see her reaction to Nikki.
Yeah.
Ratcher is just inaudible snicker. She is sneering like crazy.
So,
Stubbs is going to use his telepathy thing to say we need to borrow a mule.
Okay, so looks like it's not a cornerstone, it's a keystone that it comes out of.
Keystone Cornerstone,
Yeah, but
same
it
thing.
was in the cornerstone of the
Yeah.
church before it exploded.
Okay.
But anyway,
We need meal.
Either way, the Spiritomb needed saving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki just rubs his forehead and says, "All right. So, Red Lady's wanting to move on, and they want to use Mule. Am I right?
Yes.
Well, all right. Pay up.
What?
You're asking for services of my mule. I will take some fucking money. Thank you very much.
How much?
We'll give you your bag back if you let us use mule.
How the hell did you get my bag?
He,
How'd you get
He
my
looks
bag,
in the bag
sidekick?
No, Stubbs has already
actually
snuck off
tries.
with the bag.
Stubbs is in the
Oh,
bag.
shit!
Why did you
That-
think I was doing that?
Stubbs
what
is
the
in the
hell?
bag, and he's
Wait.
just walking off.
He's been slowly rolling away during the whole conversation.
Wait, question. Isn't the bag part of Delibird? Oh, it's not?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Like,
It
I
was
thought it was a
debatable.
Tail
tail.
is, the bag isn't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And,
Sorry.
he looks around and, wait, what the hell?
Where'd my bag go? It's just slowly rolling off.
Mm-mm.
You just hear.
Wherever you are, give me my bag back, or I will call the red lady on you and bring it to
And-
go.
Turnabout's fair play.
Oh,
Stubbs
you
it-
better remember, I have double type advantage against you, motherfucker.
Okay, hang on. Let me remember. What's his typing as
I
compared?
think it's like what,
ice flying.
flying.
Ice flying.
Is it ice flying? Ice flying.
Yes.
And then Stubbs is like, what about against a rock?
I don't like the fact. They do.
Stubbs is doing his whole telepathy thing, so it's going directly to.
Well, the bag's still rolling away.
I have type advantage
Yep.
against everyone.
And Rio just reaches down, pushes the sword up slightly.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Nobody can hear what Stubbs is saying because he's doing that. Oh shit.
Yep. All right. I think I can cut you a deal, but you owe me. Now give me back my bag, and I'll tell Mule to take you wherever it is you want to go.
Oh, Rio just looks at the group. Should we?
Well, yeah, it's kind of what we need.
No, I'm saying should we tell? That's just like should we tell him where? Because I'm
no.
trying to remember his reaction last time.
Let's not. It might
Well,
add more.
he'll sell stuff no matter where he goes anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hang on. So this makes it interesting because I just did a look. This picture is the Delibird seen from above.
I am going to say it is whatever I want it to be.
Okay.
Well, you could have a separate bag.
Yeah.
yeah.
You could physically have a
You
bag.
could have 2 sacks.
I am calling. God damn it! I'm calling DM on this.
All right.
Fair.
I swear that does seriously look like a separate bag.
It does
Yeah.
look like a separate bag.
Also, it says you left the rolls room, Opie.
Oh, whoops. There we go. I was checking with the wrong tab.
Stubbs, are you going to bring his bag back?
I am, but real quick, just out of curiosity, what's in it?
A whole bunch of shit. Mostly explosives, some berries, and a bunch of pointless shit.
We did say we'd give the
Most-
bag back, not what was in the bag.
We're not
Most-
going to be a dick.
Why not? He
We're
is.
not gonna Nicky.
Why not?
Bucky!
Yay!
The box has arrived.
Who the hell's Bucky?
That joke died a long time ago.
No,
It
it didn't.
never dies, Hatter. It never dies.
You're a little quiet, Bucks.
I will be right back.
Alright.
Oh,
Still quiet.
I'm looking for the sound setting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, but just barely.
Yeah.
One moment, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Da, 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 da.
Installing the googly eyes on the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
That's,
you know those games where they with the loading bar they just have ridiculous things like that. One day I want to see that.
installing the googly eyes.
Polishing the gemstones, installing googly eyes, and what soldier. Wait, what was that last one? Hold up, what? Go back.
Or actually, I think one of my favorites was let me see. One was installing Gremlins on your computer. I forget what game that was, and then one was for one was for. Has anybody ever played any of the Sierra City Builder games?
Hmm.
Uh, good job, Neek.
What did Nick do?
You'll see it in a minute.
Like I've slowly been noticing the eyes of of
The
his.
Lucky eye getting bigger and
Yeah, it's
bigger.
bigger and bigger, and eventually just be a one black dot in the entire screen. I noticed that. I was actually gonna bring it up, but
Yeah, it's very noticeable now. But
Wait.
but
Here's a question: aren't we on Penelope's order? So technically,
technically nothing. I don't think Nikki cares much about that.
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I've got the perfect thing to say for when we leave him.
Oh boy.
Okay. But yeah, one of them was one was like perturbing the Hydra in these Zeus and Poseidon games. One was flooding. One was sinking Atlantis. There's a bunch of stuff.
What's this? What are you saying, Abby?
Oh, it was during the loading screen for the Zeus and Poseidon games. For the Sierra City Building games, because it's heavily themed on. Yeah,
Bless you.
bless you. But yeah, it's basically it's like they're Pharaoh and I forget they're the city building games, but it's all based on like different mythologies,
Mhm.
and that's the Greek one, and during
That's a
all
good one.
yeah, it's a good one, and all the loading screens, it's like filling amphores of
Oh.
wine.
Not
Um,
again. Shit. Fuck.
What?
Power just went out.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
damn! You can't catch a break, can you?
Remember that I bitched about.
Yep.
Is it like a rolling brownout or is it something different?
It might be a brownout, but in any case, the fucking power went out. Goddamn again.
I mean, I don't think that's related to your volume issues. That's just extra shit on top
Yeah.
of it.
That's just
Yeah.
So
another layer of shit.
Neek's avatar did change.
Yeah, the eyes are getting bigger.
Yeah, we said that.
I just noticed that because I stepped away.
Admittedly, I don't think I've ever heard Bucky this pissed.
No, I like you don't under fucking stand. Like Jesus Christ, this happened last year, and it was the worst fucking week of my life. And now it's happening again because the school's full of incompetent fucking kids.
I'm only
I feel
catching
like-
about half of what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I'm only catching like half of this
The
range.
general gist is it happened last year. It was one of the worst weeks of Bucky's life, and it's happening again because the school's full of incompetence.
Oh,
Well,
sure.
that's generally what schools are.
Yeah.
Full of incompetence.
See,
Yeah,
see.
Yeah, you're right, Hatter. You've never heard me this pissed because I am fucking pissed right now.
I was gonna say he hasn't heard you this pissed before because we could still barely hear you.
Oh
you-
no.
Do you want to take a break for this one?
I'm just not doing this.
Just type all your stuff out like Dally's doing, because that might make it easier and be probably less strain on you. Because what I'm picturing in my head is that you sound very soft, but on your end you're just yelling into the mic and practically breaking your throat doing it. Let's see. Roping this back on the topic. Stubbs does the hamster wheel thing and rolls the bag back over to Nikki.
Okay.
And he he opens the bag just barely enough to do a jump scare on Nikki when he checks the bag.
Blah.
Nikki does check the bag, and
Insert Five Nights at Freddy's version of Stubbs.
Rawr.
Stubbs uses metal sound.
ah, get off of me!
He's just on top of Nikki's belly. It's like, that was fun.
Nikki squirms out from underneath you and says, "All right, I'll get the mule ready. You guys can prepare to go wherever it is you're going."
You want
And
to add more sarcasm? I don't think they can hear you properly.
he swipes his bag and storms off.
Later, knick-knack.
He throws another present at you.
What is he, Jogi Smurf?
Aspect.
And the present explodes.
And everybody's black and covered in soot.
Yep.
Off to Hipsterville.
Ta-da!
And
So,
and Stubbs rolls over to where is Mule anyway?
Mule is underground as per usual.
Rio's
Stubbs-
just going to pick Stubbs up by the riding crop and just carry him that way.
You mean by the bindle?
Yeah.
The bindle.
Yeah, I don't think you can carry somebody by a riding crop. That sounds painful the way I'm picturing it in my head.
Well, no, it's tied to your back, so that's what I was using.
Oh yeah.
The hobo bindle.
So
Yeah.
was SkyBruu successful in finding Mule?
Yes, because he's not difficult to find. If you go in the hole in the ground, there is a big fucking onyx there. Just sort of resting
Just
and
fall
playing,
into the hole and
playing
Just
with a few of the
find
young
the hole.
ghosts.
and Rio just drops Stubbs into the hole.
SkyBruu, I assume we're going back in the time now.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, SkyBruu will make her presence known.
Hi.
Mule looks up at you, and just for clarification, do you know what an onyx is?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Giant
And
fucking
just
rock snake.
waves the tip of his tail with a quiet smile.
Onyx uses Harden.
No, Onyx does not.
I think she uses wave.
Uses Tail Whip. Actually, does it learn Tail Whip? I don't even know.
Probably.
I mean, it
And-
learns Screech, and that's a better move, but
And then goes back to just stacking up the rocks like he was doing.
and Stubbs thuds into the hole.
Oof.
Okay.
It takes a little bit for you guys to get in, so SkyBruu has a few minutes.
Mule?
Stubbs still can't fly, damn it.
That's me. His voice is super deep and growly. I can't really do it.
It's like a deeper version of Morgan Freeman.
A little bit. And he speaks
Yep.
slowly.
I was gonna say Clint Eastwood, but yeah, that works
Clint
too.
Eastwood.
Then we need a giant cowboy hat.
Guys, we established that he's a deeper version of Dave.
Well, yeah, that too.
Oh
Oh,
shit! I
yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
But
forgot.
I won't
Dave.
even try to do Dave's accent. I would fuck it up.
Dave
we
doesn't
need the
have an
Dave.
accent. He's just Dave.
Here's
It's a-
the Dave.
Everybody else just imitates his method of speech.
And Mule just smiles a bit and says, "That's me. Who are you?"
I'm SkyBruu. I'm with those Red Lady people and Lettie and Stubbs and Yui and all those people.
He smiles. I like Lettie and Stubbs.
So do I. We were heading to Starlight City, and we were going to go underground, because surface is full of scary things.
They made a good tunnel.
You did?
He gestures his tail towards the gaping tunnel behind him.
Oh, that tunnel. Okay. Yeah, okay. But the others were thinking that because you're really fast, they say, and you look really fast, that you might be able to help us get at least somewhere faster.
Gotta ask Nikki. He's
We
boss. And I'm going to say that this is when Stubbs gets dropped down the hole.
Thump.
Blang!
Does Nikki pay you or something like that?
Nikki's
Rio's-
boss.
Rio's gonna mutter when he hears
is that like a trainer?
He,
I don't know how a rock snake would shrug, but he shrugs.
He'd jostle one of his rocks.
So you just do what Nikki says. Are you okay with that?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And with that, Stubbs climbs on top of Mule. Hi.
Stubbs, Neil actually smiles at you, and he leans down and it gently pokes Lettie's nose with the very tip of his tail.
Aww.
Dick.
Dorbs. There we go.
And he grins. Y'all talk to Nick? Did you guys talk to Nikki?
Yep.
Yep.
Is
He
this-
wasn't happy, but he said it was okay.
Alright. So,
Also, an onyx is only 460 some odd pounds.
What?
yeah,
Yeah.
weight is weird in the Pokemon world.
So is height.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's really really stupid. Let's just go with what Eli thinks.
granted, it's 28 feet long, so it makes up for that. But
If it was shorter, it would probably be heavier, but length,
Yeah.
mass, area.
Presumably, it's actually made of pumice.
It's not like made. I'm sure there are onyxes out there that are heavier, that are made of like denser rock, like marble or granite or something.
Yeah, I can believe that. I'm going to say that specifically, Mule is a granite onyx.
Yep.
It's pretty heavy
Oh.
then.
Hang on, I just realized something. I might have to recalculate the damage for bullet punch because I now have stab bonus.
yay.
So, if I'm correct, that'll probably make it like 990.
Something
but-
like
It's currently listed
Pretty
as a
heavy.
currently listed as a 1d4 plus 2 on my sheet.
Oh, then it is probably going to become 1d6 plus 4 plus 2, whatever.
I mean, granite
checking.
is probably one of the heaviest types of rock.
But, yeah. The red lady trickles back in. The two doctors come in with Lav muttering only vaguely coherently about still wanting to go to X City. And Nikki comes in rubbing his ass.
I want to go to X City too, but we need to go to Starlight City to talk with the aliens.
Are you saying that to Lav?
Yep.
Lav is, just for a reminder, Lav is a
Aromatase.
aromatisse, and she looks at you with what can best be described as crazy eyes and says, well, we need to go. That we need to go there. That's the source.
Lav, breathe.
Lav does breathe, but yes, she is doing her repeated muttering under her breath. And I'm not sure if the rest of you remember this, but this is normal for her.
Mhm.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
normal. It still freaks us out though.
We still have to remind her every now and then.
And Stubbs crawls on Mule's head and lays down.
As you do that, Mule doesn't mind at all, but Nikki actually climbs up onto the head and tries to kick you off.
Rio's just gonna sit back and watch Nikki hobble around cussing out Stubbs.
Oh, this
Clang!
Clang! Did you seriously just try to kick him?
Get off!
this is my civil disobedience. Move me.
Get off, make me.
Hang on, I might actually need to bump Sky Uppercut as well, just double checking the stab.
Also,
You already had stab on that.
No, because it's listed as power 85, which means I'll do it on my own, just muttering.
Yeah, I was
to
gonna
myself
say this
right
is
now.
behind the scenes stuff, man.
Yeah.
Stubbs, roll something to stay in place.
Something.
Roll to not move.
I'm gonna roll.
8.
I'm gonna roll his might.
That's fair.
Let me see. Now watch me fuck this one up somehow.
That one. Nope. Wait, no, hold on.
Let's see. Let me
I think
see.
we usually roll round stab down, so they're 1d13, I think.
Okay, because it was listed on my sheet as a 1d12. So
I'm reminded of the I'm reminded of the John Panette thing. He says it says is now fasting not my form of civil disobedience. I prefer the sit-in. Move me, asshole. Well, it's a shitty roll, but
22 still.
it's not
Still
enough.
higher than what I got, so...
Stubbs budges maybe an undiscernible amount, probably a centimeter or so.
One of Stubbs's feet slightly come off the ground.
Eventually, Nikki just lets out a shriek of anger and climbs up to the top of Mule's crest and says, "Okay, go." And everyone else can climb onto Mule's back somewhere. Even Cans, who actually looks quite a bit calmer since you're not going to X City, clings on.
I just want to know how cast form actually holds on to
You
Mule.
just
The
stick
same way
Rio,
the same
Rio
way a
just pulls
Diglett
out-
can hold on.
Well,
Rio
a
just pulls
Diglett
out a
just sits on top of Mule
exactly.
with dirt around, but a cast form is water and has
just
no
go with it.
arms.
Just go with it.
I know Crean can hold on, and then the cast form can be in one of the
You're
branches.
sitting in Creedon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
What were you saying, Dread?
I was just saying, otherwise, just tie a rope around the cast form.
Like a balloon.
Whee!
And then when everyone's ready, Stubbs is going to pull the onward brave human thing, except it's an onyx. So.
Go.
Rio's gonna turn to Ratcher. So you met Nikki.
What an asshole! And
Good, we agree.
for
He's
the
gonna.
record, Dora has climbed up next to you, Stubbs. Are you sure that the Delibird won't try to hurt me?
If he
Rio's
tries,
gonna turn to Dora and taps his sword. Oh, trust me.
Oh
We're
dear.
not gonna stab the Delibird.
Oh
No.
no, I'm not. I'm just gonna whack him with it.
No, we're not going to hit him with the sword.
Why would we hit?
I'll just sit on his tail.
Why would we hit that Delibird?
Oh, right, you weren't there. But anyway, Crean says, right, so we're going, going to Cavern Noir then. Sorry, not Crean. Did I say Crean? Mule says, going to Cavern Noir then. And
Cavern Noir.
Nikki just says, wait, what? But Mule is all
To Hipsterville! No,
And
no,
Rio just sits there with this smug ass grin on his face
Yes.
as he and Yui sit around the little camp stove they've got set up.
I'm sorry. I just imagine like him like slowly turning around to look at you and just like, you
What?
son of a.
And Rio holds up his cup just as Mule takes off.
And
Cheers.
Mule
Whoosh.
is going full tilt, so that is quite fast. Onyxes are made for speed underground. So I won't make you all roll to hang on, but it's about roller coaster speed.
Whee!
And Stubbs
And-
is treating it just like a roller coaster.
She's got
Rio.
his hands in here.
Rio ties Ratcher down because they're used to it, but just making sure. And
When you
ties
try to do
Dora.
that, Ratcher is visibly shocked by the speed, but she says, "What the hell are you doing?"
Making sure you don't fall off.
Getting prepared.
And-
I can hang on just fine. Thank you.
And he's going, and Rio just pauses. And what if Nikki's presents start flying back at us?
Oh, I've got that covered.
He's got that covered.
True. You okay, Dora?
Dora is just clinging to,
Clinging for
with
dear
one
life.
paw clinging to Stubbs, and with the other clinging to one of Mule's nostrils, and just with a look of silent horror on her face.
Whee!
I've seen some shit.
And Penelope, who's close to the front, actually yells back, "She's fine."
And somebody
Want any tea?
I don't think we could reach.
somebody opened a side hatch on Mule.
It's more like Yui could just float the teacup over.
Well, yeah, but we don't really have it going right now. It's a bit too unstable.
So, it'll, even at full tilt, it'll take about between an hour and half an hour to get to Cavern Noir. Is there anything you'd like to do specifically in the meantime?
Rio's going to make sure that the sword's sharp, just because he might need it.
You can, in fact, sharpen it on Mule, and Mule will probably not notice.
Yeah.
He's like, I've had probably more like I've had stiff breezes more affecting than that. Onward, brave human, to glory.
SkyBrue's
I love that.
SkyBrue's gonna go into snowy form
Okay.
on the way.
So, as you're doing so, it starts hailing behind you, because that's how it works.
That's cool.
Well, doesn't the
Well,
weather
yes, it is very.
go
The
above,
weather, ideally, the weather is supposed to change.
above
Yeah.
the...
Cast form changes with the weather, but cast form can change the weather, so...
Yeah.
If you're taking snowy form, you have to make it hail.
Well, I have that weather changing ability.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, that just
Because you're a
comes
cat
with it.
form. It comes with the pack.
That just comes with it. That's like you can't really turn it off. That's just something that cast forms do.
Well, I guess the bigger question is why exactly are you?
No, it's actually an ability on my sheet that can change.
So you've been cast
the
in that
weather.
role.
Oh my god.
Shut up.
I don't have hail, the move.
But you
Well,
can't do the
no,
weather
you don't-
change.
Yeah, weather
If
thing.
you change the weather with snow form, then it causes hail conditions.
Which means it hails
there's
whether
actually
or
a
not
snowy
you want it
condition.
to.
There are other conditions than hail that causes
Yeah.
snowy form.
Snow, hail.
Bubbles has a point. Is there a sand form?
There is not.
There's
There
no
isn't.
sand form,
There's
but
sunny.
the
there's,
moon is affected by sandstorm.
You'd think there would
yeah,
be though.
it's no. There's just ice, sand.
some reason there
not
wasn't.
sand. Ice, rain, and sun.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm
if
aware.
Eli wanted to
And
headcanon
wind,
it
I
in,
think, as well.
then he totally could.
I could, but
No,
I
I
don't
think
feel
there's
like
just
doing that
three.
right now. But
Yeah.
for the record, just because I did establish this earlier, but just as a reminder,
Four.
using the weather changing moves and using the weather changer are different because weather changer takes longer and lasts longer. The moves are quicker and last for less time.
And
Yeah.
I understand why there isn't a sand form. It's because of the 4 move limitation. I get that. Just
That makes sense.
it's still silly, but
Yeah. Basically, it's mostly just it's not really for mechanics stuff. It's mostly just creating a cloud trail above the ground, and because SkyBruu is doing this in a defensive thing.
Okay, so you've got a little snow cloud going around you. And, so, anything else you guys want to accomplish before we get there?
Not really.
let me think.
Not really.
I mean, in the meantime, Stubbs is enjoying himself because he's Stubbs.
All right. So, eventually, you come to a halt, and you can hear the patter of feet above. And Stubbs, being the rock aficionado you are, you recognize this as the place beneath Cavern Noir. And Mule says, "We're here." And you can just Nikki is muttering, "Don't call me bastard."
Stubbs checks on Dora. You okay?
Dora is shaking and visibly windswept, but she just nods a bit. I'm fine.
And Stubbs puts
Rio.
her on his back.
Rio walks over with a cup of tea.
She
There you go.
drinks it. Thank you. I should get used to that eventually. Someday.
fine.
Oh, let me put it this way. At least we didn't have the fish tank this time.
What? And Cans actually smacks you in the back of the head for that.
Steel
Oh.
type.
Clang!
Oh, look at it this way. You're calmer than you were last time, so that's something to be proud or to be thankful for.
Eat shit, dog breath. And Cans just storms off.
Rio pauses and sips.
God damn it, Neek.
So, There is, as per usual, a nice little hole leading up into Cavern Noir, and it looks like someone has done the duty of building a door over it.
Rio's going to pause, turn to Dora and Ratcher. Okay, just be forewarned. These
They're
people
all
are...
hipsters.
Yeah.
As a joke, I want Queen to be like, "Oh, it can't be that bad. Just open the door, pause, come back down for a moment, close the door." Yeah, it's that bad.
It's that bad.
Just
That
that
is-
long
that.
pause, just like mulling it over.
That is a
Just have-
very real possibility.
Yeah, it's that
Just
bad.
has like really wide eyes. It's that bad.
You mean wide eye? We know he has one eye.
These,
Yeah.
Right, I forgot about that.
these Pokemon are aliens who haven't left the planet.
That would make more sense.
So,
That wasn't a joke. He was being completely serious.
if somebody does open the door, does anybody open the door?
Stubbs opens the door.
Stubbs.
You can actually see that it's fairly active. There is, in fact, a Noivern hanging from the ceiling, singing what seems to be some bastardization of operatic.
Yeah,
And
I was gonna say, I thought we were gonna get blasted with music anyway.
there is an Excadrill, who you recognize as Lisa,
Oh
Current-
yeah.
currently in the stockades.
Oh yeah,
And,
that's right. We got her arrested. I forgot.
There
about
is a
that.
sign taped on her face that says, "Performance art at work."
Oh, I knew she was gonna find a way to spin it somehow. Oh, well.
So, as it is, business as usual in Cavern Noir.
Yeah, nothing's really changed.
I say we should have gone with the Glassy Eyes.
But then we wouldn't have gotten to ride mule.
Rio's going to... If no one else is doing anything, Rio's going to go find that clothing shop again. See if he can get another vest.
Yes, there is the clothing shop, and this time it's being manned by a very bored, possibly in her 40s, Gothitelle.
Ooh.
Don't you mean
Well-
it's gonna be Mond?
Yeah. Welcome to Fire Type Topic, where everything's darkness and gloom and yada yada yada. For the
Don't seem
record,
too
this
happy about it.
Gothitelle has her ponytailoids dyed red.
Of course.
Mhm.
Okay, Tally, I think that joke's gone on long enough.
Are you joking? It's not gone long
No.
enough until it's completely covered the entirety of the screen.
You just noticed that?
Eek.
Destroy us all. I remember when you did that with my picture and then I changed it to the other one.
Okay, now it's
Okay.
gone on long enough.
Oh, okay. now it's just covering up.
Destroy us all.
Well, no. Actually, I was thinking of the Ed and Eddie thing. Extreme close up.
Of course, I'm just wondering, hang on, are there any other stores where it'd be sort of like a military knockoff stuff?
An army surplus
Right.
store.
Yeah, that sort of.
The army, I don't think they would have it down in Hipsterland.
No, but I will remind you that there is, the, 14 Carat Guild, so they might have something similar to that.
Oh yeah, that's right. We should probably visit.
Yeah, that's actually where Rio's going to go first, just thinking about it, because it makes more sense. Oh, God damn it, it just updated.
Yes.
Thank you, Neek.
Is nobody going to comment on what Ellen did?
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Oh, you guys are working together on the joke.
Oh my god, it is beautiful.
Brilliant.
I mean,
Oh god damn it!
I would love to do it too, but I don't know on Dally's side where my picture is in relevance to Neek.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's on the other side of Nick.
Neek's
Anyway.
top corner.
Hunter, you're actually below Neek.
Yeah, you're below.
I'll be right back.
I'm a terrible stream host.
No, you're
No.
not. Perfect.
In other news, we're off to see Moth.
Off to see the wizard.
Okay, so you go out of fire type topic and you're heading towards 14 Carat, the
What?
Exploration Guild.
Well, that's where Stubbs was going.
And
I thought.
when you get there, it's a little unusual, a little quieter than normal, but I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Well, naturally.
Oh.
Naturally, Zark takes over.
Zarg.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
doors following you.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Zark took over for a moment. Oh yeah, and now that the ride's over, Stubbs can let Query out.
Sorry, I zarked a bit.
Yeah, we noticed.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back. And
And
wait.
now you're gone.
God damn it! It keeps going. Hold on, I should probably type this out.
Going in and out.
Is this eyeball just gonna expand over the whole chat or something?
Oh yes.
Possibly.
It's not taking over mine.
Just give me a minute. Dang it. No, I will have it.
Well, I can't see me, so I don't think I can actually contribute to the joke.
Okay, I'm trying to remember where everyone's location is relative. Like, Hatter's below, I'm at the bottom left, so the complete opposite corner.
Basically, what I'm seeing is Neek on the top right. Let's see. Okay, so I'm next to Ellen apparently.
Yeah. And the question is where. Oh yeah, there's he. So Eli is above me.
I was going to say, welcome to how we amuse ourselves when our DM is zarging, but we've been amusing ourselves like this for a while now.
We've always been doing this.
Oh, you know what? You know what needs to be done? I think googly eyes on Ellen's. Oh god, I've missed this game. I've missed doing these sessions.
Eli dropped in
All
at
of a sudden-
change. Now it's just a huge close-up of Hunter.
It's even bigger now.
Look into my eyes.
Oh,
No, I think we can only look
Don't-
into the one eye.
Hatter, don't start that up, because I do not want to get that song stuck in my head again.
I just love that picture. It's so cool looking. But darn it, I did all this work to do this thing, and it's not even gonna happen now.
Well, it's not going to happen until Eli comes back because your position changed.
Yeah, but then the position might change permanently to something else.
I'm just picturing like a cartoon thing where like some little gnome or something is inflating the eye and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Hunter, you are
Well, no
currently
one can
directly
see
above.
Wait, what?
And no one can actually see mine, it seems. Well, especially for the stream.
Well, no, I can see yours. It's just, I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm assuming it has something to do with One Piece.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
It doesn't.
It looks like something from One Piece.
Clock
Well,
Man.
So it's Dread.
Done.
I suspect Warhammer.
Dungeon Fighter Online. There's an anime that they did for it.
Fucking hell.
What? What, Obi?
Just wait for the updated
It
picture.
just changed.
What did it do now?
Just look.
I'm waiting for it.
It would probably be better if you rotated it, Ellen, so it would be looking the other way.
I pictured it as I'm averting my eyes. I don't want to look at that. I'm gonna grab my food from the kitchen while Eli's zarking. I'll be right back.
Sure, I saw.
But let me put it this way. Arad think he has some pretty interesting screen cap moments. Oh, there we go. Now I can see it. Thank you, Dally.
Neek and Ellen
Yes.
are in cahoots. We're all doomed.
Hold on. I shall be in cahoots soon. The issue is, what color is that? It's not black.
It's brown.
It's brown.
Damn it!
Okay.
Okay, so Logan joined the call, and now it's me again. Hunter, you've gone back to being right. You've gone back to being below Neek.
Oopsies.
Okay.
I didn't mean to do anything. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just need to. It's the stream. We're having fun with.
We're in the
Eli
middle of
and
we're in the middle of our
and Neek-
Pokemon game, but while Eli has zarged, we are messing around with avatars.
Of course you are. I'll mute up.
I think I have the right color.
There's Eli.
I doubt it, though.
No, Opie. This is One Piece. Let it update.
That is indeed a One Piece.
I'm just waiting till mine gets shifted into a position to be visible.
Oh no, it looks a little.
I see a Durgan.
Oh, I got moved again. Damn it!
Yeah, Logan ruined
Dark
it.
Monkey.
Y'all having fun?
Sorry.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Where am I now compared to Neek?
You're above Neek now.
Hi.
Oh, son of a bitch! All that work, all of that work for nothing.
And
It's just
literally,
it loops.
Oh god, only Neek.
Uh,
so apparently
Oh no,
Logan's avatar is scarier than Hatter's.
give me a second.
Wait, what? Why?
Just give me one moment, and I'll.
Because-
Why
Find...
mine?
Sinister Dragon.
it's not Sinister, it's just Red Eye.
There
It
we
just looks sinister.
Dragon.
Peekaboo. Neek's avatar is very peekaboo.
Oh crap, and Eli's gone again.
Oh damn
It
it,
looks-
Neek! Avatarception!
Wow.
Oh, do I need to get that out now?
No.
I got it.
Oh, holy shit, Bucky.
Heard the sound effect.
That was Smarty, not me.
Soundboard, 300,000 sound buttons.
Oh, I need to.
Oh, it's so it's not it's not a drill. Holy shit. Okay, so apparently Bucky's building is on fire.
Oh. Okay then.
Yeah.
It
I'm
was
not
not
sure
a drill.
I'm not sure how, like a small fire, or if like it's actually on fire.
Does it really
ow,
matter?
Oh my god! I forgot that this picture freaks Sally out. Come on.
I think the session is just going to be subtitled "Fun with Avatars."
No, there is no God, only Neek.
I can stop anytime I want.
Lies.
Lies and blasphemy.
Of
Lies
course,
and
I just
slander.
got something to go with what Dark Monkey linked.
You know,
Oh,
you know,
holy,
Dark Monkey is me.
holy shit!
Oh, that is yours? Okay.
That's me.
Oh no, I was holding shit. Yeah. Bucky's building is actually on fire, like legit on fire.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
I was trying to figure out what that was, and I was like, oh,
Jesus Christ, everything's going wrong for Bucky today.
yeah.
It's not Bucky's day.
Well, I mean, I'm laughing because Bucky's fine and everything.
Ellen. Look at
Well,
Ellen's
it's kind of
picture now.
arguable. I mean, Bucky's physically okay, but good lord, he's been run through the ringer today.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely a ringer. But I'm saying
This has not been Bucky's day.
I can laugh so long as you know no one's actually died. Although that is kind of a cool picture, I'm not gonna lie. Come back, Eli. Waiting for the DM to reboot.
If I was on campus and my building caught fire, I'd probably toss my laptop into my bag and then leave.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the thing. That happened on our campus too, except not to the extent that it's happening to Bucky right now.
Oh, I just realized a joke. I'm gonna link it.
Like fires happen in my school a lot. No, a couple of times the last year I was there, but they're always like small kitchen fires, and like we really didn't need to call the people.
Well, that's the thing. It started with a kitchen fire and it got out of control. But luckily, it happened in a building that was under construction. So you know,
Fires never happened at our school because we were literally right next door to a fire station. Like, they didn't even have to bring the fire truck. They just ran down the street.
It would be funny. I can just imagine now a fire breaks out in the building, and they literally don't even bother. They just open the window, feed a hose through, and just spray it down from while they're in the living room.
No, it wasn't like that. Like, they had to... There was a fair bit of a bit of road, so they didn't have to bring the truck. I mean, they could have, and I would...
It would have been a waste of gas, though.
I expect they would, but they didn't have to. They literally could have just parked it at the top of the road and just ran down with the hose.
I gotta let the dogs out. They're barking at something.
Glassy-eyed Marlboro. I just noticed it.
Oh, what?
Marlboro? Is that the thing?
Marlboro.
Yep.
Oh,
Whatever. The thing with 50 billion eyes.
You mean a beholder?
beholder.
Whatever. I think it's pretty, but then again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
No, just no.
Forgive me, I have so much energy because a little kid hugged me at work today. It was adorable.
I would like to point out that we have not yet heard a message back from Bucky.
Well, no, we obviously wouldn't have heard back from Bucky. Bucky's probably outside because the building is on fire.
Well, what else did he take the picture from? Outside. Oh, I saw my awesome picture for just a brief moment and then Dolly moved.
Okay. Eli, are you with us?
I think I might be, though I don't make any promises.
I think it's Smarty who gets the reference, but Eli, are you still alive?
Sources say no.
And of course, Logan's probably a bit too young to get the joke.
Okay,
Yup.
where were we?
Wait, aren't I older than
yes,
you?
Do what now? Stubbs.
Stubbs was going to visit the 14.
Did we lose Eli again?
I think so.
We lost Eli again. And that's what I was referencing.
This show.
A wonderfully crazy show.
Yep.
Is it just me, or is that Max right there?
Which one?
That's not Max, no, that's just a random rabbit.
Because at the start of it, there's sweet little Granny.
Sweet little Granny's Fluffy Bunny show.
And then she gets removed from the set, and the bunnies get rounded up. Clear, clear, clear. Run! A secret show! And then the theme plays.
You've repressed that show. It wasn't that bad, Chrono. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was. It was. Like, compared to some of the other stuff, like what they have now.
Well, I don't know. Some cartoons nowadays are alright.
Wait, what are you talking about? Steven Universe is great.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, some of the shows on Nick, where a secret show was.
Well, okay.
I see what you're doing, Nick.
But I do have to say something about that. You probably don't remember all the bad shit that was back then as well.
I remember some of it.
Yeah, there's probably just as much bad shit back then as there is now. You just don't remember because it was bad and there's no reason to remember.
Yeah. Like, there was some live action show that I'm thinking was on Nick that I saw when I was at a car dealership that basically ripped off Little Shop of Horrors. And it was this, like, live action Wizards of Waverly Place.
Really fucking old show. I have no idea what it's called, but I think I know what you mean.
No. It's not old. It's a current show.
Oh.
It's a current show, same vein as Wizards of Waverly Place, which I know through having a younger sibling who watched it. Like the magic using family. Except the episode ripped off Little Shop of Horrors. Also was just like loaded with reference to other horror movie stuff like Frankenstein, or more specifically Bride of Frankenstein. Yeah. Oh, Chrono, you know the show I'm talking about? I don't know the name of it. I just saw part of it as we were going through the dealership.
Well, if this doesn't, if we're gonna have to end this because of Zorg's being a butt, I do have Quiplash.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, holy crud.
Oh, question. Does Dally have it? Well, no, here's the thing. Hatter, do you have a stream? Because we need that to set up the full quip flash.
No.
That's the... Oh, actually, I can get Quiplash and run it through my stream. It'll be a bit laggy, but
No, Dali could do it through her stream.
here's the thing. What we'd be seeing through Dally's end would be her
Okay,
answers.
guys, if I can just
Yeah.
explain real quick. Hunter, on the one hand, can do stream sharing, screen sharing, I should say. So I can get the Quiplash board, as it were, on the stream. That's easy enough. However, I've learned that screen sharing has a set limit. I believe that there's more than a certain number of people in the call. Screen sharing does not work. I think that number is 7, but I'm not sure.
7? I thought it was 9.
Yeah. No,
Also,
it's,
I
think it's
have
7.
Also, if we're doing Quiplash, I have. No, I don't have the game.
We do
Let
now
me look
have
it
an
up real
Eli back, so we could see if he manages to stay longer this time. Hey!
Yay.
Yes.
With us.
If I Tharg one more time, we can call it. But, anyway. Where was
Anyway,
I?
gold carrot.
And muting.
Oh, yes.
God damn it.
Really?
So I found the thing that I...
Oh, there we go.
Wait, no,
Wherever
there we go.
Stubbs goes. What?
Yeah, no.
No,
You,
we
sorry,
thought you
that
zagged.
was- Okay. But yes,
Oh, technically you did, but
Wherever
still.
Stubbs goes.
Stubbs went to 14 carat thingy.
Dora follows.
Yes. This is just not our night, is it?
It isn't, no. Not for anyone, really. Especially not Bucky.
Yeah, especially not Bucky, but just all around it just seems to suck.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna see something real quick, because if there's 8 people here, I'm gonna share my screen real quick, and if it works, it'll be fine. Because I think the cap is 9, but I'm not sure.
Give it a try, Hunter.
Eli's
Oh.
back. Yay.
One last try. Okay.
Never mind,
So-
Hunter.
Everybody who is at the 14 Carat Guild, you can see there's the general 14 Carat hustle and bustle, and this time you can actually see Mott's is doing a great
It does
deal
work.
of the
That is terrifying.
work.
Holy
Uh,
hell.
Get rid of that.
Sorry, we're testing something.
That was a scary execute. Or executor, sorry.
Executor.
It's an executor crossed with a Cubone.
Damn it, Hatter, next
Anyway.
time you try that, do something less scary.
I'm sorry, I
Like-
just grabbed something random. I apologize.
Like puppies.
Anyhow,
No us puppies. So, Moths actually seems to be doing the vast majority of the work, as Kinks is actually curled up in a corner with a little
Egg.
let's see, not an egg,
Baneri.
not a Baneri, a
Lofu.
Bunnelby, a
Bunnelby, yeah.
Bunnelby in her arms, just taking care of it.
Oh.
And Stubbs immediately
And
knows.
Mott's actually doesn't notice you. They're both looking a bit haggard or ragged.
Stubbs.
Stubbs goes in and says, "Hey, He's not making an effort.
What?
He's not making an effort to hide his presence. He's happy and goes, "Hey."
Moth jumps a bit and then he looks down and, oh, it's good to see you guys back in one piece. What the hell?
It's Hunter. Ignore him.
Sorry, the thing just wanted to shout at me, and I immediately had to close the window. Apologies.
It's okay. But, he leans down and pats Stubbs on the head, and then crouches next to Dora and says, "Who's your little friend?"
This is Dora. We brought her from
Fingers.
yeah, I was trying to remember the name. We brought her from Fingers.
Hi. It's nice to meet you. And he says, "Nice to meet you too," and shakes her paw, though he does so carefully since, poison point. And he says, "Well, we're 14 Carat, and we help keep some, modicum of order around here. I won't claim we do the best job at it, but, we're a little short-staffed right now since, my beautiful, beautiful wife is helping our beautiful, beautiful daughter. So, what do you guys need? We'll try and help as best that we can."
Just out of curiosity, in the future, did they have a son or a daughter? I don't remember.
The future was a son, but was stated to be their second child.
And so Stubbs just blurts out, like, "Huh, I could have swore you guys had a son."
And as he's saying that, Rio realizes what he's doing and foot to the face.
Stubbs, you now have a foot in your face.
Can I see the
Yep.
baby let?
Foot in your mouth.
A very worn but happy-looking Kinks crawls over to you. She's having a little trouble moving because the baby's still weaning, but she gently holds her down towards you.
Well, to be fair, it's not like we have to worry about fucking up time travel. I mean, they already had the kid.
They didn't.
Hello, baby let.
Obi, let's just agree to disagree on this and not get into the full theoretical discussion.
No
okay?
more
Let's not have the
time
time
paradox
travel.
talks in my stream. I will cut you all off, so help me God.
I wasn't going to talk about a paradox. I just thought it was... I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's an interesting...
So help me God.
Time for that. We just don't have the time for that.
I know where you all live, as far as you know.
Not know where I live. You do not know where I live.
We just
Anyway,
ask
yeah.
Eli where you live.
Oh, though, if it meant you coming to slap me so hard that I regret my decision of making that pun, and you're here, I'll
Anyway,
happily do so.
point being,
Anywho, it's a cute kid.
Kinks says, "Her name's Barbara."
Hi, Bablet.
The little Bunnelbee just squeaks at you. She can't talk yet.
She's gonna be a strong tunnelet.
Oh,
Stubbs-
she is.
Stubbs can't speak because his foot's in his mouth, but he can see. It's-
Rio takes his foot off.
Uh,
and he goes, "Cute baby."
She is a cute baby. In fact, even though she is a Bunnelbee, she does have some Baneri traits, so she's a bit fluffier than normal. And, you think that she might have charm or something because she's just looking at me with these big eyes.
No, that's just natural.
That's just natural for babies.
I thought cute eyes was a fairy type move.
Damn it, y'all.
That wasn't a pun. I was being serious.
I know.
No, I'm resisting the urge to say it.
Sorry, it's cute charm, not cute eyes.
But, yes. And she says, "But yeah, is there anything we can do for you? We are a bit short-handed at the moment, but,
So that's really good, and we'll help you however we can. And you actually see Crocorox strutting around, looking very pleased with herself, wearing douchebag anime glasses.
Brio.
And, a hoot hoot, trying to inconspicuously stare at her and failing.
The staring or the inconspicuous?
Yes. Cross-eyed hoot hoot. I mean, I know who the hoot hoot is. But Stubbs is gonna go. It's like, oh, we were just passing through. And Stubbs opens his mouth to say something, and then he feels.
I zarked a little bit. Was Rio doing something?
No, just saying, is he failing at the staring or the inconspicuous? And Obi's response, yes.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm back. So, what's gonna happen? Sorry,
Stubbs.
you guys have to deal with this arc.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Stubbs goes, oh, we were just passing through and checking on because things and stuff. Even Stubbs caught on to what the foot was for.
Things and Stubbs.
Okay. Then she says,
And then she says, Zark. Fuck. Oh my goodness.
and just yell. My husband's got excellent hearing.
I'm sure.
We caught half of that, but sure.
Whatever
If you need
say.
anything, just yell, because my husband has excellent hearing. That's the
Mhm.
full comment, I believe.
Yes, that is it. And Moths, who it's worth noting is across the room, does flick his ears back to prove the point.
Okay, we will yell.
Don't have to yell right now. Even I can hear you, and I was outside.
So, as before, there is a hole in the ceiling where you guys can get up to the upwards to the surface again.
Mhm.
And most of you can get up on your own, but for those of you who can't, Moth sets up a ladder.
How many people are there?
How many people? What do you
Quite a
mean?
lot. No, nothing.
Okay, great.
And then Stubbs goes, oh yeah, we forgot to introduce you to our new friend. And Stubbs puts unknown on his face. I put Query on his face. Meet Query.
I've never seen anything like that. Are they friendly?
I think so.
This one is.
Kinks touches the unknown and smiles at it. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Query, and whoever you three are. Ratcher, who, for the record, has taken the appearance of a Scrafty, just says, meh.
Yeah.
Crean will do that like that old man, just very slow head droop, and then back up, like a nod, but it's too slow to be a nod.
The old man nod.
Yeah, the old man nod.
Stubbs looks at Ratchet's current form and says, oh, that's Scrafty. Don't mind her. She's not very happy, like, ever.
Duly noted. Then again, no one in this town is. You'll fit right in. And Ratcher actually says, say that to my face! Oh, I mean, never mind.
And
think
Ryu
they
just
just- they
sits
just
there
kind of
straight
did.
faced. Ryu just sits there straight faced, no reaction.
Whatever. And she clambers up the ladder and into the hole to the above ground. And Kinks just says, "What a bitch."
Yep.
And Ryu, as he's climbing up, mutters, "You don't know the half of it."
Yes, we did lots of things while we were away.
Lettie looks indignant and says, "That's not a very nice wordlet."
Kinks smiles and says, "Yeah, you're right, but she's still a pain."
She's not super nice, but it's okay.
Fair enough.
We'll
I
break her
trust
in.
you guys know what you're doing.
Not really, but we try.
Sometimes I don't think even we know what we're doing.
For the record, Crean, you have a little trouble squirming through the hole in the ceiling because you're a fucking tree.
Understandable.
But
Not that you couldn't get up yourself with a few thousand years.
It just
I
takes you some.
mean, it's true, but
would
that's
just
not exactly within our time frame.
Well,
It
like,
takes
hold on.
tremendous effort.
Is it? It's because I'm too big, right?
Is it because I
Yeah.
was fat?
Okay.
it's
No.
because I'm green, isn't it?
It's because
No,
I'm
it's
wood.
because you're a tree.
That's Plantis.
Nah.
About Tree City.
You have girthy branches.
Yes, girthy branches.
I'll take that as a compliment.
But
You get up there, it just take a tremendous effort.
Oh my god!
and this is precisely the reason why Smarty's avatar is the way it is.
For the record, when you guys actually get up to the surface, those of you who have been here before see that it is less bomb scarred than it was.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Although you can see the part of the forest that you raised is a nice little hole in the landscape. And far off, you can see Starlight City, which actually has some lights on.
Woohoo!
It still looks like a wreck, but there is the signs of human and Pokemon life there.
But yes, Stubbs is going to ask Moth. So you guys are explorers, right?
Well, right now we're more holding down the...
Holding down the Zard.
Temporarily retired.
less retired and more reallocating their resources. Because they may
Assessing
not
the
like this
situation.
town, but it's still their home, and they don't want it to be destroyed.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like America. We're fucking crazy, but it's still our home.
I can agree with that statement.
But yes,
We
Stubbs.
still do a bit of exploration when we're high on manpower and we on mon power, and we have nothing better to do.
Because I was wondering, this is kind of why we're heading out to the why we're going to Starlight City, but I thought I'd ask you because you guys are explorers. Are any of you guys familiar with underwater exploring?
Moth actually sits down to think. Well, that's definitely not my wife's area of expertise. She's
Dirt.
Ground types, not a fan of water.
Mm-hmm. Neither am I.
Understandable.
I stink like a Stubbs.
Yeah. it's hard to get much information out of Libra, though I think with a bit of monetary wheels greasing, you could. Aaron might know something, but he's not entirely coherent.
Which one
I'm
was
afraid
Which one was
Libra
Libra
is
again?
Libra is the Sable Eye who has the collection of gems.
Oh, right.
The one
That's
with
the
the
one
spooky voice that
Yeah,
dim
that's-
voiced.
Yeah.
Yes. Other
That
than
took his
that,
eye off.
possibly Phil, but we are very, very much a land-based guild.
Hmm.
Sorry we couldn't be of more help.
That's fine.
Eh,
There's a reason we're situated beneath a mountain.
that was worth a shot. What? That's a space caterpillar now.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's a long story.
It's very weird.
Alright. Moths just sort of rubs the bridge of his nose and says, if it's all the same to you, I'll deal with this later. And then Rizzo, stop kicking the shit out of Aristotle!
I'm okay with this statement.
That's the Crocorock, right?
The Crocorock
Yeah.
is Rizzo, the Hoot Hoot is Aristotle.
I'm picturing, like, you know that Legend of Zelda thing when you go in the Dark World and it's the bully kicking the ball around?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm picturing Rizzo's doing right now to Aristotle.
Yeah, basically.
I'm almost curious as to what the hell Aristotle said or did. Almost.
Well, he was the one creepily staring at her. But
Yeah.
anyway. So, do you guys want to call the session here, or do you want to try and head towards Starlight City?
Let's at least try to make it to the city.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not bothered really, but whatever you guys want to do.
As you're moving along, rolling the ivories. Oh god, I didn't even notice that. That is amazing at UES you were able to do that.
Uh-oh.
Crean will chuckle at this.
Alright.
Crean
As-
likes him more and more.
As you move along... What the hell?
It's more Neek stuff, don't worry about it.
Okay. As you move along...
I'm not encouraging him.
No,
What are you talking
sorry.
about?
No, sorry. I think what Eli heard was I forgot that I still had the soundboard on, so I was entering something onto OBS to try and get a still image that I can switch to if we do Quiplash, because I picked it up, but I forgot that I had it on. Jeez, Ellen. And so it was hitting all the buttons.
Okay, so... as, you're moving along... Sorry, my brain's stalling a bit. Oh dear, manic laughter. That can only bode well.
Don't worry about it, just keep going.
Okay.
Look at it.
So it's
I'm gonna be
it's about a hour and a half walk to Starlight City in a straight line, and as you're going along, you happen across a Weedle who is crawling very slowly along the ground with a large bag being dragged behind him.
You look like you're going nowhere fast.
This is
Nope.
heavy.
You want some help with that?
There doesn't have to be a large fat bird in there, is there?
We can only hope. We can only hope.
I don't think so. I mean, I could check, but no. It's illegal. It is illegal for mailmen to check the mail that they're carrying, and I'm gonna do this right.
Rio just reaches
Fair
down,
enough.
picks up the bag and the Weedle.
And the Weedle. Don't forget the Weedle. You can't take the postman's post. So,
Where are you headed to?
Don't
who's
draw
this
him.
for? I mean, you look like you're struggling.
Hang on, let me check the. He actually gets in the bag, and you see him pull out a very, very large package. For the record, the bag is quite heavy, and that says, X City. I'm bringing this to X City. Yeah, that's where I'm bringing it.
Rio's gonna pause and set him back down.
And if I bring it fast enough, then I'm gonna get to join the mail carriers. Hell yeah, they've set up a union, and I'm gonna be in it. I'm
Hang
gonna be awesome.
Rio pauses, turns, and you think we could get in contact with those two again?
Probably. We just have to give this guy a letter.
Eventually.
Well, you know, this probably gave new meaning to the term snail mail.
Weedle mail.
Whittle mail. I mean, it's not...
Okay, just out of character, I was thinking of contacting the Shedinja and Ninjask duo and have them deliver the Weedle.
Have them deliver the Weedle, deliver the mail.
Well, I mean, there's no such thing as snail mail because if you tried that with Slugma or Macargo, the thing would probably melt or
This
catch
is
on
true.
fire. And I guess Shelmet is a snail, but
And you wouldn't get anywhere with Metapod.
nah. Yeah, that's actually a good question. What the hell is this Weedle going to do if it evolves?
It's going to go on paid leave.
And then be incredibly fast.
And then be quite fast, yes.
Yeah.
Mail.
Once it becomes a Beedrill, it'll be fast. But
He'll get a promotion.
I mean, there's nothing as fast as a Shedinja, but
He'll go on leave for a bit while he evolves.
give me a minute while I shed this dead weight. I mean, apparently Metapod and Kakuna can move. It's just very slowly.
Yeah, they just rock.
Just rock back and forth.
Bringing me into rock and roll. Also, I was gonna make a pun about where you're delivering this X City. I was gonna go. Sounds exciting.
That's pretty extreme.
I still can't get over the Neekception.
We have to go Nika.
You guys have looked in the corner of the second eye,
Alex.
right?
Yeah. Well, I noticed it immediately.
Good.
I figured that was going to happen.
Yeah. It's the Neek session, and Eli had dropped again.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was talking about that because I saw Eli drop.
Okay.
No.
But now I legitimately want to know about this Weedle.
I am intrigued about the Weasel. That's going to be Lettie's Halloween costume. We're just going to get a little spike and put it on Lettie's head.
And paint that yellow.
A slightly yellow kind.
Yeah.
Lettie can be a Weedle.
Weedle.
It has been argued that Lettie should dress up as a Weedle at some point.
Yeah.
Weedlet.
Weedlet.
That sounds like baby weed.
Could be. Hmm. I don't mean to make light of Bucky's plight, but the the place to decompress thing reminded me of the Avi story. Don't you mean I have a place to rest and decompress? No, I mean a place where you can lay down and decompose and return to the elements from which you were born.
Okay, I think I've got the image set so that it can work when we get to the point of it.
Was that another Weedle pun?
No, I'm actually saying literally, if we do Quiplash, I think I've got a good still image to use for it.
Ah, okay.
Then I found one of Gandalf holding out Sam. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And there's Frodo.
Gandalf with an AK-47 when you absolutely positively have to kill everything in Mordor.
I think Spoonie did that one already.
Okay, about where did I cut off?
We were discussing the Weedle going to X City.
Y'all were talking to the Weedle.
We are intrigued about the Weedle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I'm going to X City. It's a bit of a walk, yeah. It's a bit of a walk, yeah. But you know what's awesome? I'm gonna get there, and then I'm gonna get to join the mail.
Well, good for you.
And it's gonna be so awesome. Because have you seen have you seen that girl, Laramie? Oh my. He looks quite a bit
Are you
upstruck.
joining the male force because you have a crush on her?
Who said I have a crush on her?
It's kind of
No, I just
obvious.
think she's awesome.
I don't even have to be her curlier to know that you have a crush on her.
Well, yeah, she's like, damn. But the point is, it's not just about her. I can tell. I like her so much because I can tell she feels it in her gut. You know what the mail's about. It's all about communication and rebuilding the pillars of society. I mean, how could politicians talk to each other without mail? Okay, it might be better that they can't.
God forbid
Okay.
the politicians don't talk to each other.
Okay, Crean will chuckle at that.
At Stubbs means you mean the like different cities and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what mail's the first step to? You know what mail is? Proto internet.
This is true.
And I'll tell you what, I am a computer bug. We get the mail started. Internet's gotta follow sometime.
So you're the worm?
Yeah, I'm the worm. I am the worm.
Rio just does nothing.
Crean will pat the Weedle.
Mind the spike.
Hey, I'm not a kid.
Respect the postman.
Eli,
Respect the postman.
Yeah.
Respect it.
is the Weedle called Money Shot?
No.
Okay.
Money Shot is in the air!
God damn it. And he says,
I need to go back and read
I'll get there. And then they'll hire me.
but I can't do either of those if you don't put me down.
I already did. He said X City, and I just stopped lower.
Alright. But, you guys are going towards Starlight, right? Because otherwise I don't know where the hell you're trying to get.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a bunch of mountains over there. And that is true. Behind Starlight City, there are quite a few mountains.
Did we get his name yet?
No.
So,
What's your name anyway?
just so we don't have to keep calling you Weedle or Postman. Or Postman Weedle.
Well, my real name is, Clarence, but that's not important. Because the name that I chose for myself, and in a way that's my real name, it is my online handle for when I actually get things online.
It doesn't
and
have numbers in it, does it?
No, that'd be stupid. It is,
It doesn't have numbers in it, does it?
Is your
Not
name the
anymore.
it is, Computer Bug, yeah. CB for short.
Yeah, that works.
Good to meet you, CB.
Passable experience to meet you two.
And
I acknowledge your existence.
Stubbs holds out his stub, but then he isn't sure what the hell to shake.
CB shakes your stub with his tail. Now, if you'll excuse me, places to go, people to see, mail to deliver.
You go, little man.
CB is still moving very slowly.
Stubbs has the feeling that they're going to see him on their return trip.
We're gonna come back, and he's only moved like a couple of feet.
I wouldn't discount the possibility.
Stubbs reaches into his bag and pulls out an Oran berry.
And do you leave it by CB?
Yes.
CB is clearly grateful, but just says, I don't need your charity. I'm a grown-ass Weedle. I'm 9 whole years old.
And Stubbs just stabs it through his pointer. So you can eat it later.
Lunch to go.
He mutters a thanks under his breath and keeps moving.
I'll see you later.
And Stubbs doesn't even wait until he gets out of earshot. He's a good kid.
I don't think he's going to be out of earshot for a while. We
No,
could
it's like
probably stand there and watch him for a while.
No, and so he literally turns around and goes, "That's a good kid," and starts walking.
CB yells, I'm not a kid!
You're still right here.
So, do you guys keep moving towards X City or continue to watch this pathetic spectacle?
I mean, Stubbs wants to help him, but at the same time, it's like, well, if he drags the package for him, then that's not gonna fix anything.
He wants to do this by himself. Let him.
And don't you
We'll
mean
help
Star
him
City?
on the way back.
Yeah, we're heading to Star City.
Well, Eli said X City. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Starlight City.
We'll help him on the way back, because he's probably still going to be there on the way
He's
back.
gonna move like 4 feet.
Dally, I just looked at the stream and god damn it.
Neek started it. I'm just bringing him to his full potential. Also, Ellen helped.
Damn
Ellen's
it, y'all.
You didn't need this.
And also, that is an accurate depiction of me, Ellen. Well done. Anyway,
Oh God, Postman Weedle.
so you can see a few Glassy Eyed shambling in the forest, but none actually come and try to fuck you up. So, you reach Starlight City without any more incident, and someone's going to have to roll some sort of mental check to remember where the hell they are.
Okay. Let's see. Who's got the best stat for it?
I have general knowledge or insight.
I think there actually is a stat called memory.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not seeing it.
There
If
it
it's Arcana, I've got that shit down, but
I think general knowledge might be best, or you could use Arcana to try and sense it.
Okay.
bitching.
Oh, come on!
Well,
Oh.
that actually makes sense. You've never been in this city ever.
Well, that's true. But I remember with Crean, I can never roll like above 10 ever.
You'll get it eventually. But Yui, you can sense there were three very powerful psychics within the ranks of the aliens, so you can sense that. Rio, you have no idea where you're going. The thing about human cities is all the buildings look the same, seriously. And Stubbs, you remember the smell of the metal pole in the room that underneath the one they lived in. It smelled really funny.
It smelled of sweat and shame.
Yeah.
So Stubbs goes all bloodhound and starts sniffing. This probably confuses the rest of the party.
Just inhales a large clod of dirt.
He sneezes the dirt out. Phew! It's this way.
Okay, so with the combined might of Stubbs and Yui, you guys are able to find the strip club in which the aliens live. And as per usual, inside you can see the Starmie guarding the door.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Stares at you. Well, they stare at you with their empty gaze.
So,
That is the sound they make.
Stubbs looks up and says, "I found the smell."
You aren't sure how a Starmie conveys this since it doesn't have a face, but they look confused at you.
Little question mark appears above its head.
Well, it is a psychic type, so it could mentally project one.
Query floats above their head.
Yes. Query says hi.
That's how he says hello.
The Starmie lets out a dismissive hum and rolls out of the way of the door up to the upper level.
He just cartwheels.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't want to deal with this right now.
Ugh.
And if you go up, you find Kirk the Clefable and the LGM mechanic working together on some sort of very complicated looking machine in the back. And Kirk actually stands up and looks about ready to go into her spiel, but she stops when she sees it's you. Hey.
You were about to do your thing, weren't you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Shut up. And the LGM actually says from where she's crouched by the machine, yes.
We followed the monologue, and I followed the poll.
We followed the sound of the monologue.
Whatever. What are you guys here for?
We need a submersible.
Well, yeah, if you want to get straight to the point.
We found out where the meteor might have landed, Let.
Kirk's eyes go wide, and she actually runs over and picks up Stubbs, and holds him at face level. Where is it?
It's in the ocean.
And then Stubbs points to Query. Show him, Query.
Query hums, and since it's only one unknown and their power grows exponentially with numbers,
query can only create a little illusion, but a portion of the room turns into the ocean.
It's in there.
Oh, that's helpful. And she
Yeah.
dumps you back on the ground. That only covers, what, 70% of this planet?
Roughly.
Stubbs is on his back. Eh.
And
Now-
just rocking back and forth.
And for the record, the LGM actually face desks into the machinery.
So, what you working on?
Something that there is probably no word for in your language, but let's see if the Babelfish can handle it anyway. This is the rocket ship. Specifically, it is the and some sound comes out of her mouth that is absolutely not English.
It's a spaceship.
I think he sneezed.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, like I said, no word for it.
It's a spaceship.
Imagine it's a very specific part, but it's basically the part that controls the upgoing of the ship.
Propulsion?
Engine.
Those are super primitive methods, like, sweet Jesus, you guys are still in the coal age.
The quantum mechanics.
Coal is yummy.
Psychic?
For all intents and purposes, it's magic.
Good enough.
But
As
yes,
far as you guys know, and plus we're not supposed to give away trade secrets to undeveloped planets, blah, blah, blah. Some Alakazam will figure it out sooner or later, and she actually thwacks the thing with a wrench, and it coughs out a puff of smoke. Well, it's broken now.
Who broke it?
Gravity.
Gravity tends to do that for things.
Gravity is mean.
No kidding.
gravity, the force that grabs Stubbs when he falls out of something.
Yep.
Dear God, I can't even imagine how it would affect you. This is ultralight tech. Point being, if we can't even get this cheap piece of shit working, and she actually kicks it with each word of cheap piece of shit.
Oh, that's not going to
And-
help.
Punctuated for emphasis.
Yep.
Makes me feel better. How the hell do you think we're going to get you a submarine? And more importantly, how are we going to find the thing? We could have had a radar for it, but then your planet came up and bitch slapped us.
Hmm. Did you not make another radar?
How?
That is so above my pay grade. In theory, I could, but in theory, that would also theoretically end up with me in theoretical prison, and presumably being theoretically fed at prison slime and nutritional jello through my theoretical anus.
Theoretically sounds lovely.
Why is that?
Who's anus?
Uranus.
She
Why-
just face
why-
palms.
I believe it's pronounced Jonas.
Don't care.
I thought it
Why
was called
can't
your
you
rectum.
make a radar?
How can I explain this? Okay, so imagine that there was this knowledge that if someone used it wrong, it could cause people's heads to explode.
It's
That
magic.
would be bad.
It's magic
So,
and you don't want
Only
other people using it.
above, only people above a certain pay grade can know about it, because those are the people we trust with head exploding powers.
Psychics can do that. And fire.
We're trying to pretend that doesn't exist. The point being that
Trying.
the point is that people will still figure out how to make people's heads explode, but when people figure it out on their own, they gotta keep that shit to themselves, or they're getting locked up because they don't want unlicensed head blower-uppers wandering around the universe all willy-nilly.
Who's Willie and who's Nilly?
Only licensed.
And Zarg again.
Speaking of, look at Ellen's picture.
Fucking Alan and Nick.
It really makes streaming worth it, especially with the Skype call and the image. I should say, it makes streaming in this format worth it. Obviously, it's always worth streaming the game. Give us a moment, folks. We seem to be experiencing technical difficulties. I, for one, blame Neek and Ellen. Definitely not me. Okay, so technically it seems like it was Obi's Skype that crashed. However, I still like the idea of blaming Ellen and Neek. Hello, hello?
Hello.
Hiya, dweebs.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
There we go.
So what seemed to happen
Okay.
was that we had a bit of a Skype glitch, and now we've restarted the call.
Damn it, Skype. Okay, is everyone here?
Yep.
Let's see. Smarty's here. Neek's here.
Dick!
Gally's here. Ellen's here. Hunter's here. Dread's here.
Yep, that's
That's pretty
everyone
much
except
it.
Buffy,
That's
and we know what's going on with
And
Buffy.
while the call was dropped, I definitely didn't blame this on Neek and Ellen, because that would be wrong.
But anyway,
your damn Avatar War dropped the call.
ate everything.
Broke the rules.
So, if I remember correctly, where the fuck were we?
They were talking about
They
what
were
a piece of shit the
Talking
craft
about
was and how we shouldn't have head exploding powers.
basically they're saying we can't make
yeah.
we can't make a radar because that's too awesome and we don't want you to have that power.
Prime directive and all that stuff.
It's more like she's saying, I'm capable of making a radar, but I don't want to because I would get arrested.
I can, I just shouldn't.
Yeah. Like I said, the Prime Directive
Yeah.
Star Trek thing.
Um,
Interfering with alien life forms and all that shit is not.
Convincing with her is not out of the question, but I'm not going to say it'll be easy.
um,
But what were you saying, Ellen?
there's a lot of information back home in the weather center in X City.
Huh.
They might.
You know, I have considered relocating there because, frankly, a lot of the good shit here has been lit. I hear X City's being decently maintained by the Pokemon living there now. So, it has always kind of been in the back of my head. But I'd have to figure out how to locomote this entire cheap piece of shit.
Question:
Unless you
how
could
big
just
is the
leave
spaceship?
Here, but that's just begging for trouble.
How big's the ship?
Bigger than a bread box.
Is that in character?
What
Because
asking?
if it's out of character, you can't actually tell. They've deliberately made it so you can't really tell where the spaceship ends and the building begins, or rather, where the building ends and the spaceship begins.
Okay.
So yeah, you probably should ask. Okay, the call is settled and the eyeception is back to normal.
Yay.
Oh,
Because our funny background event is so important.
yep. It's crucial.
Not to the plot, but for amusement, yes.
But, are you gonna ask it in character?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Then, she says, okay. Point being, you might have to go somewhere else for help, but, we are just as interested in getting this piece of shit disease off the planet as you. So, with the captain's permission, and she rolls her eyes hard, we could help you out however we were able. We haven't got much, but and Prime Directive kind of it's got us by the balls, but we'll see what we can do.
I don't think Captain Cook ever said that one.
Captain Kirk said that to so many alien women. Are you kidding?
Was that before or after he boned them?
Yes.
Both.
I don't think he.
So
I don't.
much
I didn't. I don't think he said that specifically about the Prime Directive, though. He really gave no shits about the Prime Directive.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was more Picard's thing, honestly.
Mm.
Yeah, I always liked Picard more.
Yep.
Although, definitely better in the show than the movies.
That line stops here.
Well,
No further.
Go no further. Yeah. First Contact. What a fun movie.
Khan.
Oh,
So-
also, we figured out that, and I'm sorry if the others have already told you this, but we figured out that we can cure the Glassy Eyed
By knocking
thing.
them out.
by even if they're full Glassy Eyed.
Well, no, if they're full glassy eyed, there's nothing we can do about it.
No, we can.
No.
It was early on.
What are you talking about?
Out of character.
If we find the meteor, then we might be able to find out enough about the Glassy Eyed viruslet to undo it on the glassy islets that are already too far gone to cure them by knocking them outlet. Was that about right? It's been a while.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
that is
about right.
correct. But,
That's long and short
Ellen,
of it.
what were you talking about? Because I think you might be confused.
Yeah, exactly that. Basically, she was just about to mention that if they found the meteor, they would be able to figure some more out.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it?
Lettie nods encouragingly at SkyBruu.
Okay. What's the word? LGM actually begins drawing in the air, and you can see her fingers leaving different colored lines, corresponding to the color of the fingers she's using.
Of course. I need to learn how
And
to do that.
she draws. Well, she's actually writing, but she's writing in slightly shaky Pokemon language, so you can understand it. And she says, okay, step 1 is need to find out where in the ocean the thing is. And these aren't necessarily in order. Step 2, find a way to go into the ocean. Step 3, get inside and presumably take out the source. Step 4, let the rest sort itself out.
Step 4, profit.
That seems about correct. Is there anything I'm missing here?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. I was trying to remember what the actual hint was, aside from, in the ocean.
Lettie looks over at SkyBruu. Did the clay doll tell us where in the ocean it was, Lit?
SkyBruu wasn't there for that.
She looks at someone other than SkyBruu.
So,
I wasn't there for that either, but I believe out of character it was like west somewhere of our position at the time.
Hang on a second. Did this have something to do with something to do with fingers or the? No.
I'll tell you what I think you could have gleaned from it. He said that the location had to do with the tsunamis.
Oh right,
So-
like where? Oh right, of course. So where the tsunamis originated, that should be where the meteor hit. Eli, tell me if I'm talking out of my ass. I don't want to get killed.
I can't give you too much knowledge, but that seems like a reasonable train of thought.
Out of character, that makes perfect scientific sense.
And that's why I don't trust it. Nevertheless, Lettie says, Did they say where the tsunami lets hit? So that might be where the meteor crashed, Lit? Well, I'm really out of practice with my lets.
That's okay. You'll get back into it.
Let.
Though, in response to the, it's too easy, I don't trust it. You've been playing too much of my Fallout.
You're an evil mastermind, Hatter.
Yeah.
Yes. So, she actually sort of erases her writing in the air and says, "Okay, yeah, good point, good start. So, if your planet's fluid dynamics work the same as ours, and I am praying to God that they do," she draws an image of water and says, "Water displacement, big rock goes in." She is drawing all this as she speaks, by the way. Water goes out.
yeah, that's generally how it works.
Alright, good. So, anywhere that's flooded and she draws some buildings underneath the water level, will probably be encircling the ocean in which this giant piece of shit rock has landed.
X-City.
So that at least narrows it down a few oceans.
Stubbs just looks on with glee. Yee.
Well, we'll take what victories I can get, and... Fuck it, I was gonna end up in jail anyway.
Breaking the law.
I'm going to try to stick to a misdemeanor rather than a complete felony, so that maybe I can get to put food in my mouth instead of getting it inserted rectally. But...
Are you going to get in trouble it because you're helping an undeveloped planetlet?
yes and no, we came here to help, but the problem is that we're talking to you.
Oh, no, but then that's not a problem, Let, because we managed to figure this stuff out on our own, Let. That means we're developed, Let, and we're developed, Let, enough to talk to you, Let.
Plot holes.
Rio pauses.
Loopholes.
Glance, and it's just like, oh, whatever.
They are not going to buy that bullshit, but it might get me a softer sentence, so what the hell?
Stubbs' eyes are spinning.
Just don't tell them about Stublet.
Oh, I didn't mean to, but if you give me, like, I don't know, give me the night, and I should be able to jury-rig something. It won't be pretty, but it should be able to tell you the general location, and if it breaks, the worse that the glassy eyes get, the closer you are to the source.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Sounds like a boss fight, maybe.
Could be.
But it'll take a while, because, like I said, above my pay grade. I may have figured it out, but I've never actually tried to make one.
Give me 3 days and a barrel full of ring coal.
Until then, you can do whatever. The city's become a little less hellhole-ish, so basically anywhere with the lights on might be worth visiting.
So go shopping. Got it.
And she actually is speaking psychically with you rather than out loud. Try and get... If you can, get Kirk out of here. She's been driving me fucking nuts.
Salute.
And with that, she actually starts dismantling some of the machinery and crawling into a little crawl space.
Stubbs is busy staring at the fish.
The fish is not actually visible. The babelfish is inside of Kirk's ear.
Okay, correction. Staring at the ear. Because he remembers the babblefish thing from earlier.
Kirk says, is this like a custom, or...
No, this is just what he does.
I'm very happy for you, and you'll have a lot of people to talk to on the forums, but could you keep that to yourself?
Eh?
She tries to just shoo you away.
Come on.
Oh.
You're coming with us. We're going on a, No, I was saying that to Kirk.
Wait, what?
We're going on a, requisition hunt, I guess you could say, if you want to use space terms. Or relaxation, rather.
I have to stay here, and you actually hear the voice from the Starmie below. You really don't.
Come on. It'll help you to get some fresh air.
Fine. And Kirk just walks looking a bit dejected.
And come back.
She's still wearing the leather jacket, by the way.
That's fair enough.
Where would you want Dory's wearing Stubbs' hoodie?
Yes.
Dora.
For the record, Dora is just looking very kind of stunned by all this. And Ratcher is trying very hard not to pay attention and seems to be getting into something of an argument with the Starmie.
Don't fuck with the Starmie, Ratchet. You won't like what happens.
Oh, Please. What could this thing possibly do to high pressure
Rio's-
water?
I was gonna have Rio intercept, but that's funnier.
What happened?
Ratcher just got blasted out of the strip club through the wall by high pressure water.
Just pokes his head through the wall. That is
There
what
is a
could happen.
Ratcher-shaped hole in the wall now.
To finish what you were going to say, that is what could happen.
And she now looks... Actually, it's half Ratcher-shaped and half Scrafty-shaped.
What did she change in reflex or something?
Well, no. Illusions fade away when a Zoroark is hit.
Oh right, I forgot about that. I thought she turned back to Zoroark after we left the city, or after we left Hipsterville.
She climbs out of the little hole in the wall that she made and shakes the water out of her fur. Ugh, that's not gonna dry off for a year and a half.
Just be glad that was going easy.
Ugh.
Could have made you dance or something.
What?
You know, psychic.
And then there's the pause. You remember the comments about the fish bowl? The fish tank? That's what happened to Cams.
I so don't want to know what the deal is with that.
Essentially, don't fuck with the Starmie.
Yes, I've learned this now. Who's this Yutz? She says, jerking her thumb at Kirk.
This is
And
Kirk.
Kirk actually says, I am the captain of the vessel which has come to your primitive planet to assist you in this apocalyptic matter.
This is
Wow,
Captain.
you're an asshole.
This is Captain Kirk. Kirk, this is asshole.
And it was actually Ratcher who said, wow, you're an asshole to Kirk.
Yeah, I know, but still.
And you just called me an asshole in front of this.
There's a difference between asshole and pretentious.
Whatever. What are we doing now?
We're just doing whatever until they get their thing built.
We're gonna
Oh,
chase the
wonderful.
pretty red lights.
Just have a look around town, I guess.
I am going to climb on top of here and, I don't know, make the sign spell tits or something.
Doesn't it already say tits?
Yeah, but I'll make it say something more interesting.
Lots of tits.
I'll make the sign say tits. It already says tits.
Damn it.
Stubbs looks at the sign. I don't know what that means.
For the record, being a member of the female Nido family, Dora does know what that means, and she's blushing.
I don't either.
Stubbs puts a step to Dory's forehead. Are you getting sick?
No. I just know what that is. That's all.
If the internet was a thing, so would Yui.
Yeah.
You
Well, the internet
what
is
does
a thing,
that
but
mean?
it's something only humans had.
Yeah. Just, you know, wait till they find the internet.
It's like when it's when a meteorite gets older and she starts to feel funny things and and there's a rock and
Oh.
And Rio just pauses, watches this, and like reaches over, puts a hand over Dora's mouth. We'll tell you when you're older.
It's okay. You don't have to explain.
Dora is dark blue, and
Now I'm
looks very
curious.
grateful for being
I'll tell
shut
you
up.
when you're older.
She's what?
You're not my parents.
No,
She
I'm
looks
not,
very
but I'm
thankful
still
to
older
her
than you.
Shut up.
I think I'm older than you, Rio. You're just taller.
No, I think I'm older.
Can we put an end to this conversation already?
I think we know who's the oldest here. It just looks up at the.
If we really want to find out, we can cut him open and count the rings, yells Raptor.
At that, I'm gonna do a little trick where like, oh, go ahead, and like, the middle portion leans forward while the top portion stays there, so you can technically see inside the blackness that is my soul.
Raptor just looks at that and says,
Nope.
By the way,
never mind that shit, and climbs up on top of the roof.
two red eyes stare out at her.
Okay, you
Kabu.
made your point. Fuck off now.
So much nope.
And Stubbs waves at the Kabuto. Hello.
Sometimes I forget he's in there.
And
I
then
decided
Stubbs looks
on-
closer. I don't see any rings.
I decided
Got hit,
that
so he
coffee
lost them all.
he who stares into the abyss.
He stares back and it's two red dots.
And Stubbs' response is just a wave back at the abyss.
Hang on.
If you stare into the abyss stares back, and then you wave at it.
Because it just wants to have tea.
Hang on. I actually have a link for this, but it's a little tough to find. Give me a minute.
I've decided that all my coughing is in character.
If you stare into the abyss, eventually the abyss will start to feel uncomfortable and want you to stop.
Only if it's Stubbs.
The abyss is just like, the fuck are you doing, Anna?
I have never met a being as evil as you. Turns out to be Stubbs. Hey!
Give me your soul.
Truly yes, truly evil.
Step, 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 step.
I don't think Stubbs has the capacity for evil. Just
Get this
mischief.
I don't
stupid
think
fucking
Stubbs
thing
even
will
knows
blow.
what evil is.
No, he does. It's just he doesn't see
He
why
doesn't
anybody
want
would bother.
Seems dumb. But some of the things around, there are a few buildings with lights on. Some have human writing, and some of the smaller ones actually have Pokemon writing on them. This was and remains an integrated city. So, looking around, just at a glance, you can see one building that seems to be the former gym of the town. It has its lights on, but there's nothing on it that says what it is now. There is a restaurant, and there's a gun shop.
Oh dear.
There's also a few clothing stores, some food stores, and a phone psychic.
We have a real psychic with
Blah
us.
blah blah blah. Clove store. To the clove store.
Yeah.
Am I not surprised? For
Oh
the
my
record,
God. Sorry, go ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Instead of being like fire type topic, it is a very hoity-toity type clothes store.
What's the difference?
I just have the mental image of like everyone's just diving into clothes and Queen's just in the back as people like throw scarves and shirts behind them and they like entangle in his branches and he's just standing there like
Fabulous.
That
I
is
think-
hilarious.
and then a mom comes over, you have to pay for all those.
No, actually, what I'm picturing is they're just using him as a hat rack.
It is, in fact, a human clothing shop, but there are some clothes for Pokemon, and any Pokemon who are decently human-shaped would be able to fit into their stuff. It's got things like, let's say, semi-casual to very formal. It even seems to have a few wedding gowns.
Do we have?
Hey,
Do we
Ratchet.
have?
Ratcher is not with you.
Ratchet's not there. Ratchet's busy making the signs say something other than tits.
Hey, Stubbs.
Hmm?
Psychic
Yes.
link. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He can totally do that.
Psychic link to what?
Yeah, he has a psychic link to the party. Remember,
Oh yeah.
he has
What do
advanced
you think?
telepathy.
So he could totally just be like, "Hey, Ratchet, we found a wedding dress."
No, I got one even better. Stubbs, thanks to Rapture. We found a wedding dress. Rio said you would look good in it.
There is a shriek from outside, and you can see some sparks fly up.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. And now the sign said, man,
Now the sign just says "fuck you."
yeah, that's what she's gonna make the sign say.
Does Rio hear that at all?
The
You
scream
definitely
probably.
hear the screeching, and you can see some sparks fly up.
I think
But
the whole
I found-
city heard it.
Yeah, I found the thing that I was talking about for Stubbs.
Uh-oh.
Ah. I do like
That's
that.
actually quite adorable.
I do like that comic. Those are
I think
very
Rio's-
adorable.
Isn't
Rio's
that the
actually gonna
comic
be
where the little
looking
boy
for-
goes down to hell to spend time with the little girl?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where the demon.
But that's only a small part of the comic.
It's
so
a really
cute.
nice comic.
It's like, did you come here to
Rio-
rescue me? No, I came here to join you.
Rio actually, I don't think would be there because the fact he's just like looking for a vest, and then probably going to try and find a wedding or not.
Oh, wedding.
Rio
Weapon.
can't be there because he's not allowed to see the bride before they get to the altar.
Well,
Well, I
first the
don't
bride
know.
has
For
to
the
know
record-
who the...
Huey doesn't have a megastone yet.
So, does that mean that you're... God damn it. Does that mean that you're going into the gun shop?
I got your guns right here, Flex.
Yeah, might as well.
He's a
There
fighting-
is a human woman who is wearing a flannel shirt with a long ponytail and the sleeves rolled up and polishing and cleaning a rifle, like double-barreled. Not rifle,
you know,
sorry,
Holy crap,
double-barreled
it's Jeff's
shotgun.
wife.
you know, honestly, I think Crean would also be there.
All right, so you two both see this human woman. She is stocky, and she basically looks like she could throw both of you out on her own. There's
I would
also
like to see her try with Ingrain.
there's also an Arcanine by her feet.
Oh crap!
There you go. I'd like to see her try. There's also a fire type. Shit.
The Arcanine, for the record, looks very, very old. Maybe as old as her, and is asleep. The woman looks to be in her mid to late 40s. And she glances at you and says, "Y'all hoping to buy? Cash ain't much use nowadays, but we do some bartering."
Does Rio even have any way of communicating?
I don't think he does.
Yeah. That's
I do, though.
just-
I speak-
Rio's mainly just going to be looking around.
I speak jive.
And she says, "Ain't know if you understand me, but if you're thinking of stealing anything, you'd best think again, fella."
Rio gives thumbs up.
All right.
He can understand, just can't speak it.
Mm.
I tossed fighting types out here before. and do it again. And she goes back to polishing her shotgun.
I think around this time is when the shriek would echo.
Yeah. She glances up.
Face inside hand.
Yep.
Rio
You'll
does
go check
as
that out,
well.
will ya? And a herdier actually runs out at her order. But what were you saying Rio does?
Rio also face palms. And he's going to say, "Oh, what did she do this time?"
I ain't
F.
even gonna ask.
If I know anything, Stubbs is somehow involved.
Hold on, what did Stubbs do?
That's the whole mental.
No,
He
no.
was fractured a shriek.
Oh,
Well, I think Stubbs is the only one that can make her shriek like that. So it's just Stubbs is somehow involved.
Hmm. It's
After
probably
a few
Stubbs.
moments, the herdier comes back. Anything dangerous? Barks 3 times. Alright.
No, but there's now a sign that says "Fuck you, Stubbs."
it's not even in it's not even in neon. She just put a wooden sign up on the roof.
It's not even. It's not even on a sign. It's just literally just scratched into the wall with "Fuck you, Stubbs."
I'm saying that yes, it is. For the record, the city is in fact covered with graffiti. Oh, right. Dally needs to rest, so, can we wrap it up fairly
Yeah,
soon?
probably just. Yeah, just
I'm-
Rio's having a look around, see if he's got.
Yeah.
Trying
Like
to
I said
figure
in
what he
chat, it doesn't
could
have to be
use
right
to
away,
barter.
just kind of heading there.
So
Okay. And for the record, you guys aren't super aware of how guns work. You can roll general knowledge to see how much you know, but I'm gonna say that it's not something you know without a roll. You know the general idea that they're human weapons, that they
Yeah.
do projectile damage.
well, it's come out the slim end, mate.
See, I misheard that as gums, and
Gums.
that just makes this whole thing very different.
It's a dentist.
SkyBruu, you can find a very lovely dress, and so can you, Yui. Rio, you don't know how the heck these things work, but Crean, you've seen them in action before, and you have a fairly general idea. Yeah, bullet goes in, pull the trigger, hammer, crack, bullet goes out, high speed. You've never fired one yourself, but you've seen them fired.
Wait, that was to me or Rio?
That was
That's
to you.
what you know.
Rio
Oh, okay.
doesn't know jack shit. For all Rio knows, these are just really badly made.
He's looking
clothes.
down the barrel.
If Rio does actually do that, hey.
Yeah. If he
No,
does that,
Rio doesn't.
Well-
He's just like standing there looking at them, head cocked to the side slightly.
Alright.
Crean will look at his giant fingers and then at the guns and try to light it
Yeah.
somehow.
I ain't so sure anything's gonna work for you, big fella.
He's trying to fit his big fucking trunk hands inside the little bits.
At which point, I would want Crean's the eyes just kind of like slowly move them all over until he saw the lever action shotgun the Terminator uses. And just be like, maybe.
That could work.
She sees you looking at that and says, it's gonna cost you quite a bit, fella. Better find me something good if you want that one.
I'm just looking through what I've got in my. What I have is my inventory. I've got the sword, the staff, the Lieutenant Surge's dog tag. And some poking, that's about it.
I have a shit ton of berries. That's all I have. I could
And whose
feel.
decision was that?
Well, yeah, understandable. I get that, but like, huh? Maybe I could just like dump like a little half ton of berries onto the counter.
Just
and be like,
lean over the
"Yes,
counter.
oh."
Lean over the counter and shake.
Rio's going to. Oh, let's see. Crean can talk to human.
Can Crean talk human?
Yes, you can.
Alright.
Convey that he's looking for a way to sharpen the sword because he like the whetstone basically.
Your sword's already pretty sharp, considering you just sharpened it on.
Oh, just figure get it so that in case something happens to it, he's able to fix it back up again.
Alright, roll me a straight d20. But when Crean dumps the literal fuck ton of berries,
Thump.
she glances down.
Well, he wouldn't actually like. He wouldn't like be like Psh, here. He'd be like he like hold up like all the berries he has and just start pulling some out and be like,
Eli?
Yeah.
Would enough of these count?
Yes, you can find a very good whetstone, and she glances at them and says, a little slim for that gun, but tell you what, I've been running a bit low on food. Yeah, I'll take it.
Sweet.
All of these berries for this gun.
You now have, and hell, I'll throw in the ammo just because I like you.
Thank you.
And she gives you a bandolier of ammo. So you now have a lever action shotgun and I'll say 50 rounds of deer shot.
Buckshot.
Buckshot.
So now we have a shotgun wielding tree in the party.
The issue is, I just realized this. What the hell am I going to carry this?
In your blanket.
Rio can carry it probably.
No. The issue is if he carries it inside of him, it's going to be next to Shelly, and he's not going to be comfortable with that.
Put it in his canopy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He's going to stick it up in his hair.
Be careful with that, for Christ's sake. Whatever.
Now, all we need to know is, does this gun shop have a cannon to shoot Stubbs out of?
You said
it's a shotgun. No. Oh, does the gun shop? It does actually have a few cannons, but most of them have display-only signs in front of them.
They've been cemented.
You said 20 buckshot?
50.
Oh, 50. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Rio doesn't really have anything, so.
Is it buckshot or deer slugs? Because there's a difference.
Buckshot.
Yeah, okay, so that means it's the...
Scatter shot.
Yeah. Solid slugs would be...
Yeah, this generally you either get like loads of little pellets or just a big slug.
Plus, technically, we could reload them. Just need to figure out how to get a new charge in them.
Lots of gunpowder and rocks.
Yeah.
Blammo.
So.
Oh, that'd be okay. Oh well. Just for flavor, I'm gonna say that I used all of my out of the hats to also add to the amount of berries that I gave.
All right, that's fair. And you can actually see her feeding one to the really old Arcanine.
Yum.
Nom 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 nom.
And actually, Rio's gonna pause and convey a message to Crean, which I'll type out to ask as he holds up the dog tag.
Give it to the dog.
Okay then. Crean, like, is the Arcanine is like next to her, but would it be possible to sit next to the Arcanine without like being behind the counter?
Yeah, it would. The Arcanines are big fuckers,
it's kind of half behind the counter and half not.
Crean will sit next to him and just kind of be like that old, like old people can just like sit next to each other and just like not care.
Yeah.
And
The
they have that
Arcanine is totally okay with that.
yeah, they have that real quick connection of yeah, we're both old as shit.
We are both old as shit. This is okay.
Ellen,
Exactly.
that might work, but not sure.
Also, I will also ask her if she recognizes the name. The dog wants to know if you recognize the name of the dog tags.
She takes a look at them and actually, holy shit! I mean, I heard he was visiting during the. These right here, these belonged to a gym leader from Kanto, way over in Kanto. Jesus. Shit, I hope he's alright.
Rio shakes his head slowly.
Reckon I'll want to send this back to the family. Find a way. Don't think that those nasty young bugs doing the mail carrying do intercontinental deliveries, though. But
They are best bugs.
Look, I saw you eyeing that whetstone. You can take that and a few deer slugs for the tree. If you let me keep this.
What was that? Oh,
What now?
okay, I'm just trying to catch that. What was that last bit, Eli? Because
You can take the whetstone and a few deer slugs for the tree if you let me keep this.
Rio nods and hands it over.
She actually opens her overshirt a little and puts it around her neck, and you can see that there are quite a few sets of dog tags hanging around her neck.
Okay.
How many
How many what?
wow. How many buckshots did I get for that?
50.
You don't. You got 50 buckshot, and I'm gonna say you get 10 deer slugs.
Oh, 10 deal slugs? Sweet.
SkyBruu could get a Gauss rifle. What the fuck is a Gauss rifle?
Oh, go.
It's basically a mini railgun.
It's a railgun.
How would you lift it?
You wouldn't.
I think out of everyone here, I think
SkyBruu is the least equipped to have
SkyBruu
a
doesn't
gun.
even have hands.
like it's a pretty heavy weapon, so I think the person with the most strength would be able to carry it, but it's a
Me.
pretty big gun, so I'm not even sure if like size wise it would make sense. I think Crean's the only one that would make sense holding it, and I think
Sally
it
will be
might.
able
Yeah,
to hold it after evolving
What's your
twice.
might stat, Hatter?
yeah after might, including might, I don't think he'd be able to hold it. I think just
What's
in
your-
size because it's such a massive weapon. He has a might of 5.
I've got a might of 10 plus
Yeah.
5.
Stubbs says
I've
might
got
have.
a-
Stubbs says
uh,
17. Just mount it to him.
Yes. Oh, it's a moving turret.
SkyBruu's got a might of 6.
Either
Wait.
that or
Whoa,
turn.
whoa, hold up. What?
SkyBruu is a cloud.
Yeah.
How
He's
is
got
the
a might
cloud?
of 6.
How is the cloud literally stronger than the biggest person in the group?
Because you didn't put your might up.
Well, to be fair, it's only 1 point.
And I'm also made of hollow wood.
Yeah.
Well,
Point
okay, you
being,
can.
SkyBruu, you are the least equipped. Lettie is more equipped to wield a gun than you.
And Lettie doesn't
I
have
know.
visible hands.
I know. I'm sorry.
Or well, okay, we can either mount it to Stubbs, or you can use Stubbs as a rail round.
Yes, that's what I was
Just fire
thinking.
Stubbs
You
from
can
it.
actually use it to fire Stubbs.
You
You'd
guys are
have
gonna
to
find
make a
some way
much
to make Stubbs fly. You're gonna
better.
do this.
You'd have to make a much larger coil gun.
We can do it. As you said,
yeah,
we can
so-
science this bitch.
But we
So
we
here's
can.
the thing. Do you guys remember what episode or what what session it was that I got that dog tag.
Way back when.
It was
Yeah.
a while
Quite
ago.
a while ago, yeah.
I think
I
you
don't
might have
think-
bought it from Nikki or something.
No, I didn't. We found
We
it.
found
when
it
we were,
on a.
we were on the way to when we first met the Cult of the Ember.
Ah, right. Yep. That sounds about right.
But yeah, looks like Rio's not getting a gun this time. Oh well.
But you did get a whetstone to keep your thing sharp, and
Yep.
this isn't really much of a spoiler, but there will be other opportunities to get guns.
Oh yeah, I half expect to find a house and find a gun case. Because that just seems the sort of thing to have in a post-apocalyptic world.
So now I have a metal attack. Interesting.
Yes, you do. All guns do steel type damage,
Of course.
and I'm going to say that buckshot does. Shit, I'll figure this out later. Promise I will.
That's
You can
fine.
hold me to this. But with that, is it alright if we call the session?
Mhm.
Sure.
Yep.
Alright, thank you all very much for playing with me, and I know Dally said BRB. Are you here, Dally?
That's a no.
Doesn't sound like it.
No.
Well, once she gets back, I'll thank her, and then we can put a stop to the stream.
Okay.
Thank you very much for listening, streamies, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I literally
now-
have no legitimate reason why I just gave Crean a shotgun.
Just because.
Trees with guns. Trees with guns.
Yeah, like I was trying to find another weapon for Rio because he's got the staff and then the sword, but it's just like, well, can't really do much to get it. So
I can
Okay.
just
Dally, we have ended the game, and I just want to say thank you very much for playing and for streaming. I really appreciate both.
You are most welcome. Sorry, I wasn't quite hearing you there. Is that we're all done now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, also,
Yeah, we ended on our idea to turn Stubbs into railgun ammo.
As you do.
Yep. And Crean got a shotgun.
Crean got a shotgun.
I got a lever action shotgun.
In exchange for a shit ton of berries.
Pokemon
All
Fallout.
that-
Okie dokie.
so-
You now have 0 berries.
Fallout Kanto. Yeah, don't worry. That'll be taken care of.
yeah,
That'll change.
Okay, shall I
Alright.
go ahead
It's
and...
it's literally his dandruff. So
Yeah, you can stop the stream now.
You just leant
Alright,
over the
thanks very
counter
much,
and
everyone.
shook.
Bye.
Mhm.
bye.